but it's all good. Okay. It's a good kind of pressure.
Excuse me.
Under pressure.
Pushing down on me.
All of a sudden, I got one of my favorite shirts on for this campaign.
Okay. Usually, I say usually like I've run a campaign before. This is my first one. But I would imagine that usually we would start with some kind of recap, but we're not doing that today because I don't want there to be one.
Okay.
We're going to start with you, Diablo, today.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm. So, Leo, you wake up, bleary-eyed and with your head pounding. You shake out your shaggy mane and try to force yourself into lucidity. There's a foul taste of stale booze, yeasty, on your breath. You yawn and you stretch out your arms and you blink and you see the two bodies that lay in the bed you're in, one on either side of you. You don't remember who they are. You don't remember where you are. But this doesn't faze you. You've been in this situation before. So you smile, and in your mind, you give yourself a self-high five.
So high five. Just that. Okay.
One of the bodies, that of a petite woman with pointed ears, snores, and rolls and pulls the covers tight across herself, revealing the naked body of the other being beside you. It's a reptilian humanoid with dark green scales. She stirs, opens her yellow eyes, and looks up at you. Good morning, fur skin, she hisses.
And good morning to you as well.
Okay.
Basically, she's just trying to make my way up to get up from the bed.
She kind of presses her arms down, her hands down on your arm and goes, "Getting up so soon?"
I'm afraid I must. I have accepted a journey, per se. I must try not to be late.
A journey? To do what?
I have received a letter from this king who wanted me to guard a certain festival. So, I must make my way to that kingdom.
He didn't mention anything of that last night.
Well, figured I didn't need to. I figured you both would be asleep by now and I could make my way.
Do I mean so little to you?
I basically, I put my hand on like her cheek and just say, no women means any little to me. You all are worth thousands of much to me.
And during this moment, Shion bursts through the door suddenly, a human man fully dressed in tanned leather with a bow slung about his torso. Without looking at you, he beelines straight to the window of the room and he flings open the curtains, the bright light morning, piercing your hungover eyeballs, and pain radiates through your head. And he exclaims, "Leo, wake up! Oh, we fucked up this time, buddy! And then he turns and actually sees you with the bodies in your bed and goes, "Oh, sorry. You want me to wait outside?"
Oh, it is all right, Shion. Just finishing up. What seems to be the matter?
We're fucking late. You're fucking late. Some shit went down in Aeloria last night and you missed it, buddy. You missed it. Yeah, Yeah. We gotta go.
Tell me this now? After hearing that, basically just grab all of my stuff and my clothes and my weapon and just try to quickly get dressed and make my way out the door.
The elven chick in the bed has just not even stirred. She is out like a light. The other reptilian woman, she knows what this is just sitting there with the covers wrapped up against her, watching you guys furiously. Shion's trying to dress you in your armor. You know, stuff's pinching on your fur at the speed. Oh, you don't have armor.
Hold on. I don't wear armor, I'm sorry.
Okay, I don't know, he's helping you get your shit.
I just
Packing
wear
your bag.
regular clothes. I keep my chest out, so like say I have like almost like a vest or something. My chest is fully exposed.
Okay. Cool.
I am a barbarian.
He's
That's
still
that's
helping
what
you
makes
get
me
ready,
wear.
dude.
Yes.
Yes.
Man boobs have to be out.
But you can't see them. It's covered in fur.
Yeah, but, you know, the nipples still poke through the fur.
I guess.
Oh my.
The nips.
The nips!
Free the nips.
Always.
So basically, I make my way outside with Shion, and I just go, Shion, how long will it take for us to get there?
Us! Dude, it's up to you. I got a sweet piece of ass I'm not quite done with, so I'm gonna stay. But you gotta go! And he takes you over to it. Do you travel by foot, by horse? Wait, go.
Were you pointing at me or someone else?
Mans was gonna say something.
I'm just saying, you being the DM, I get what you're doing, but you being you saying this shit is getting to me.
Well, there's a sweet piece of ass still inside the tavern.
Exactly. It's like, hey, yo, baby.
Listen, is all part of Leo's
This is perfect for Leo.
character.
Yeah.
This is perfect for him.
This is why I wanted to start you off. Yeah, so your women are inside. Shion's still got some business to do, and he's he's like,
So, even though I am big, I'm over 6 feet tall.
Mhm.
They travel by horse to
You do?
try to get to places faster. Yes.
Awesome. I was gonna say Shion's already saddled you a horse then, so that's awesome. He saddled you a horse because he knew you'd be slow this morning. He knows you. He knows you like to have a good time and you like a drink. And
we have been friends for a long time.
exactly. So the horse is ready to go. He's like, Aeloria, a couple hours that way. And as you look off into the distance in the direction of Aeloria, you can see thick, grey smoke, an unnatural cloud in the direction of the city. And if you head in that cloud, you'll get to Aeloria City.
As I'm looking at the cloud, I just start putting up a little smile, saying like, "It's like things are gonna be exciting. I can't wait for battle. Hard!"
And with that, Shion knows that's his cue. He smacks the horse on the ass, and you and the horse go galloping in the direction of the city, and you are on your way to Aeloria this morning. And that's we're gonna leave you for a minute and head back
All right.
to our current party of adventurers. So the four of you, after a restless night's sleep, you wake to smoke and ash and devastation outside of your bed chambers. Or the three of you. Oh, that's right, the fourth one died. The three of you.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that
For
guy.
real.
That pretty much said so, am I right?
Basically.
He was so much fun to play. Alright, so it feels strange for you now to look out at the still partially burning from the untouched silk curtains and the golden arched trappings of wealth of the window frame in the bedroom that you spent the night. Through squinted eyes, you see fog. You see small pockets of fires that are still being tamed. The whole city feels heavy and eerily quiet, only temporarily broken by a mournful wail, a panicked call, or an uncontrolled sob that seems to reverberate through the smoky streets of Aeloria City. You've all spent the night in the large royal chamber, divided by several ornate wooden panels that split the room into your 5 sleeping quarters. As you all awaken and get yourselves ready for the day, a light knock rattles at the door.
Yes. Who's there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who's this?
I'm going to assume someone opens the door. Cool.
I walk over and
Oh no! I
open
scream
the
through the
door.
door. I'm like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "Who that?"
Oh! Okay, cool. You hear tapping. Again.
Are we all in the same room?
Yeah.
Just in different, just
Yeah.
divided up?
Yeah.
Okay. I look at them and be like, the least they could do is tell us who they are before they walk into our room.
I would agree. I think I'll walk over and answer the door.
Hmm.
Since I'm already awake, I walk over and I reach for the handle and open the door.
You see below you a small gnome in a simple blue pinafore dress, and they greet you with a nod. They have in their hand 3 scrolls and 3 pouches, and their hands tremble as they reach out to offer them to you. Tears in their eyes.
Reach down and receive the scrolls and pouches. And I ask, I would assume these are to be spread between the 3 of us.
The pouches are for your payment from last night by way of the king. The scrolls, I was simply told to deliver to you. And they wipe away a tear.
Okay. Thank you. I take 1 pouch and a scroll. Hold on to that myself. Well, actually, hold on. I take 1 pouch. I say, "Hey, Terrell." I toss the pouch to her.
Yeah. I
I
kind of
lightly
just
toss.
catch it.
I lightly toss the other pouch to Delane onto her bed, and I walk up to Delane. I would assume this first or Terrell, whichever one. Pass them 1 of the scrolls each before taking a look at mine and opening it up.
The scroll or the pouch?
The scroll.
The scroll? Okay, since you're going first, just give me a number give me 1, 2, or 3. Choose a number.
Do you want to roll a number or just pick one?
Just pick
No,
one.
just pick. I'll go 3.
Okay. You open your scroll, and it's the only one without a wax sigil on the front. And you unfurl it. And inside it says, "There are 2 brothers. However much they run, they do not reach each other. Meet me there when you're ready." And then below it you see a symbol that looks like 2 O's interlooped.
I'm trying to understand. I'm sitting there reading it and looking at it. I'm trying to understand what that means. And to myself, I'll assume something else. You may have to send that to me in a DM so I could remember that.
Just popped it in the chat here.
Oh, that works too.
Cool. I crack open the scroll and I proceed to read it. I'm assuming it says something different, or does it say the same thing?
No, it's something different. Pick one or two.
Number one.
Okay. Your letter has a sigil of a book on the front, and as you crack it open and unfurl your scroll, it says, "If it is knowledge you seek, I invite you to find it within the tomes of the Grand Library. Signed, High Librarian of Aeloria City."
Okay. We'll make a mental note of that. Gonna try to do that later on in the day. I quickly go to try to open the pouch and see what's inside.
Yep, you open the pouch and you have a quick look through, and there are your 100 gold coins for last night's work.
Oh.
So you can all add 100 gold coins to your inventory.
Except
on
me.
D&D Beyond. Except you, buddy.
For now.
Yeah, that's my
You'll
punishment
get
for
there
not
in the
showing
end.
up.
Okay.
So what does my scroll say?
Your scroll has a wax seal of a wand on the front, and you unfurl it, and yours says, "By order of King Emond, you have permission to attend the Wizard Guild. Ask for Fergus."
Ooh. Okay.
So
to
I
know.
would assume that at this point we this is not role play or anything. I'm
Above
assuming
table?
that right now we are above table. Thank you. We are just casually looking at our scrolls, counting our gold, make sure we got it all.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you've been given some direction in places you could go,
Right.
and where you should meet when you're ready at the end of that. But it is essentially up for you guys now to decide how you want to start your day, knowing that you have been given the quest to go and hunt down this monster. So how you wish to prepare yourself before you depart on your travels, you now have to
Right.
decide.
Well, my understanding from last session is the king had not yet. We hadn't fully talked to the king about the whole thing yet.
Mhm. So if that is
So-
something that your character feels they want to do further, you can try to make that happen.
Cool.
Okay.
That's actually a good point. I forgot about that. Still got some words for that king.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
Shit.
Being a fucking cheap ass. Okay.
I mean, Terrell, he wasn't exactly a cheap ass, you know. He did give us 100 gold coins, even though last night was a total shit show.
I mean, yeah, he paid a couple mercenaries to protect his fucking city. 100 gold pieces, where he could have, hired a whole ass army for way more if he was expecting a dragon attack, and
Very true.
actually protected his damn city. But he was being a cheap ass. What happens if we failed? How many lives would have been lost as a result?
I can only imagine.
Yeah, I need to
So-
find out exactly what was going through his head when he did that.
Delane, are you on board with us about this, or
Yeah.
are you?
I'm impartial at the moment.
Okay. Okay.
By the way, Delane, I've been trying to tell you this. I haven't seen you fully yet, but you got some sexy ass calves. Just saying.
It's all about them workouts.
All right.
Jesus.
Good to know. But yeah.
Yeah.
What did you get in your scroll, by the way?
Mm, I've been invited to the Mage Guild.
The Mage Guild. Okay. And you?
I'm a bit confused. It seems somewhat of a riddle, but it says something about two brothers, them running, and even though they run, they cannot get away. Or no, they cannot
Mm.
reach. Uh, they run, they do not reach other meat, and it's a meat request basically.
Mm-hmm.
At some place. I'm assuming that the two brothers is referring to a place. But there's a symbol of interlocking, entangled O's at the bottom. I know not what it means, but I do intend to find out soon.
Mm.
But first, I think we should have a word with the king about last night,
Yeah.
or at
Let's
least
do that
try to.
first. Let's do that first. I have some choice words for that king. Let's
Well,
go.
let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So as you
By the way, wasn't that? I'm sorry, Kitty. By the way, wasn't there supposed to be someone else with us too?
You
Where the
know,
fuck are they at?
I have no idea, but if they don't even bother to show up, well, it's up to the king to decide if they even should join us. However, we could possibly use one more person. I'm a little reluctant to add another person since we did so well last night.
This is what I'm saying.
But
It's like, oh yeah, hey, by the way, sorry I missed the fucking dragon attack. By the way, I'm here to collect my gold, so thanks.
yeah, I know. I hope they don't come expecting any compensation, at least from the king. I mean, we could
Exactly.
use more from what we went through last night. However, those beds were pretty fucking comfy.
They were. They were comfy. It's been a while since I've had silk sheets on my skin, but
Mm,
either way. Anyway,
I've
let's
had,
go.
I've had better.
yeah, let's go.
I've had better. This place ain't shit. This is a 4-star motel at best.
Mm.
so you walk outside your chambers, and the gnome that delivered the letters, you can see them. They've got small feet. It's taken them a while, and plus they're trudging sorrowfully down the corridor.
Excuse me.
They
Can you
turn
come back
around.
for a moment?
Yes.
Can you come?
And she very slowly starts to shuffle back down the corridor towards you. Very much has like like maid attire on.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be able to show us to the king,
The king?
or at least his advisor, so we can request an audience with the king?
I'm not usually privy to the king's whereabouts, but in all the commotion, I can actually tell you where he is. He's in the front courtyard, with a lot of people delegating tasks around the city. If you're quick, you might be able to catch him before he leaves. I can take you down to the front. You follow
That
me?
would be very helpful. Yes.
Wait,
Thank you.
before we head out, I bend down to the gnome and I look at her and I'm like, "Are you okay, little one?"
No. I lost my family last night.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
Uh, believe me when I say we did the best we could to drive off the dragon.
I know. I know. We just...
Listen,
We didn't know it was coming. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't have gone to the festival.
Oh my.
listen. If there's anything that you need, you make sure you come and you knock on that door, okay?
Okay.
Are you good? Do you have enough to eat?
They take care of me fine here. I like my job. But it's just me now. Yeah.
Hmm.
Sorry, little one.
Remember what I said. You find us if you need anything, okay?
Okay.
Alright. Now I'm fucking pissed! I'm gonna go see that new World City King!
Follow me.
Alright, and then we head off.
Yeah, and so she winds you through the palace
Various
and then down the big
passageways.
down the big front steps, and you're in the courtyard that was smoldering the night before, and you can see the king in his full like paladin-esque armor on now, surrounded by what looks to be generals and groups of men in different type of uniform, and they're all kind of like barking direction at each other, and the king's very much just trying to get people in line. Everyone's kind of doing their own thing. He doesn't have a... Yep.
Is he within earshot of us?
He's probably about 30 feet away. You're at the top of the stairs. He's kind of down at the bottom.
So if I scream, he'd be able to hear me?
Yeah, he'd be able to hear you.
I scream at him, "Hey, royal prick!" There you go.
And the once bustling courtyard, just everyone just freezes and stares at
Patrick's
you.
just with a little grin on his face, just kind of chuckled.
Yeah. What's the king's reaction to hearing that?
The king stops what he's doing and he kind of looks up and he's just like, "Come."
You trying to tell me you just randomly decided to throw 100 gold at random passerbys to stand watch while a dragon just happens to coincidentally attack at the same night?
And he kind of like hurries up the steps now towards you and he's like, "This is not a conversation for in front of my subjects."
Oh, is it now? Well, as last time I checked, while you were up here in your ivory tower, it was them getting fucking roasted alive by a dragon. So maybe they do deserve to hear why you thought it was a good idea to have a fucking festival while you were thinking that a dragon might be on the loose.
Oof.
Even if that attack was not possible according to your reports, please enlighten us.
By all accounts of
please
my
tell-
reports, the dragon was not supposed to attack. You were my contingency. You were my backup. None of this was anticipated. I want the best for my people, but I don't want them to fear. I don't want them to live in fear. This festival is the biggest celebration in our kingdom. People come from all around. It is the most prosperous day for the kingdom. The people need this for a number of reasons. Not only to celebrate the income. Yeah, the trade that is done on this night is immensurable.
Hold on. Do you see all of the prosperity through the fucking smoke? I see it. Oh, I'm sorry. We gotta just move all the rubble and the fire out the way. And look at all that income. My character's pissed.
I was like, is this the character romance? Yeah, no.
Yeah. So I'm like sitting. No, I love you, kitty. Anyway. So yeah, look at all that prosperity out there. Good fucking job.
Great. We can
And there you go.
stand here and complain about what has happened and my misgivings all you want, but that doesn't change anything now, and I'm committed to trying to make things right. Will you help me make things right?
Yes, but we need information before we can even attempt to make this even plausible. Do you have any information that we could possibly use?
I have pointed you in the direction of where you can find information. The library. You have access, unlimited access to all the tomes to gather all the information that you could possibly need now to vanquish that dragon. The Wizards Guild, exclusive only to mages. By my order, you now have access to access whatever magic that they can give you to assist you on your quest. My entire kingdom is open to you.
Very well.
I have made
Wait,
a mistake.
weren't you
I
given-
love my people, and I made a mistake. But I'm
Wait a
trying
minute,
to
weren't you
set
given
things right.
some weird ass riddle to figure out? Why don't you stop playing games and just tell this man where he needs to go?
What riddle?
I was given a riddle. They are two brothers. However much they run, they do not reach each other. Meet me there when you're ready. And then has a symbol of two entangled zeros on it.
That
Would you happen
means-
to know?
Can I see?
Absolutely.
Okay, and the king takes the...
I share it with the king.
Yep. He looks over it and goes, I don't know what the text means, but... And then he says in a very hushed tone and comes in close to you, and he goes, that is the symbol of my secret order of assassins. Somebody from my secret order is requesting to meet with you. These are the same group
Very well.
that went quiet 2 weeks ago that were reporting on a potential dragon in the area. It could be...
Okay.
It could be Owen, perhaps, or Tian, my two highest officers in the guild. They must have information for you. I would seek them out when you're done.
Very well. Thank you. Thank you.
Tell no one.
So I will not. Only us three know. Well, us four, including you.
And at this moment, a giant lion-looking figure
I'm a
bursts
lion
through.
man.
Lion-looking figure. Well, I'm describing
And
it.
very prominent nipples.
Very hard nipples poking through his fur. Bursts through the gates. How do you enter? Describe what they see, Leo.
I basically kick open like the. Is it like a wooden like two gates like just like that?
The gates would already be open. So there'd be people though that you could shove.
Yeah, I just basically just shove anyone who gets in my way out of the way. It's like, I am here. I apologize for being late, but I am ready for battle.
The king goes,
Who the fuck
you
is
must
that?"
be Leo.
Oh.
Yes.
I
am
would
Leonin.
assume this is the other character we are meant to travel with.
The last of the 5 heroes that I summoned. Yes. Leo, you were late.
I know. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that the king?
That was in character.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Keep it is great. Yeah, but you're late.
Wow.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry.
Okay. My composure's back to character. Apologies. I was partaken in celebration of my last victory, and I have been busy with 2 individuals. We'll say no further.
So you got blackout drunk and you had party sex. Got it.
You smell like sex, dude.
Smell like alcohol.
Well, of course, who doesn't like to enjoy a drink?
I can agree with that to a point.
Wait a minute. Was one of them a lizard lady?
You don't know that.
You don't know that.
It smells like it.
Oh.
Just saying.
Oh.
I have a keen nose, my friend. But how do you know what that smells like?
Welcome to the party. It's good to see you, finally, eventually. You missed a raucous battle.
And I will leave
Yes.
you to
Nice.
fill him in on the details. I have
Quick question.
I have a city to get in order.
In fact, quick question first.
Can you
on
ask
my
it in
way
character? Oh no, okay, on your way, go.
On my way in, into this, when I got into the city and stuff, would I have seen like the corpse of the dragon or something, or did the dragon die?
You see no dragon corpse. You see
Okay.
buildings that are charred, some buildings that are burned. You see dead bodies in the streets. You see people trying their best to put out fires to heal people. You will have
Gather
heard,
rubble.
depending on how quickly you walked through,
Destruction everywhere.
you probably will have heard people mention the word dragon. As you
I
walk
probably
through.
just heard people mention a dragon, because I would have just ran straight into the capital.
Okay.
Well,
You still had to pass
you
through
missed-
quite a bit of city, just looking at the map
Okay,
though.
yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
up to you whether you want your character to have beelined it, but I'm giving you the option if you want to know that there was a dragon to...
I mean,
No.
I might have like heard some people say it on my way there.
Mhm.
Like I said,
Yeah,
like,
that's what she was
dragon
alluding
attack
to.
was devastating, and I
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
that's all I
Exactly.
heard as I passed by.
Exactly. So you can deal with that information now, what you will.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the
You can
king
fill
is
me in.
very much going to be unimpressed by your jovial attitude at while his city is half on fire, and just kind of be like, is there anything more that you need from me? Can you let him know? And Leo, it's up to you whether you want to join your comrades. I don't know. Fellow heroes.
we will have a stern talking with him.
We'll fill him in. Oh, by the way, there is a gnome. The gnome that you sent to go fetch us this morning.
Yes.
I want to be dealing with her exclusively.
Okay.
Okay. And then I turn around to Leo and I'm like, yeah, so, there was a dragon attack that you happened to have missed.
Yes, I seem to have missed the exciting part. I would have loved to duel it in battle.
Honestly, you could have done your partying here in the city during the Festival of Flames, where you could have encountered the dragon too. However,
And
You've
been
missed.
helpful.
everything.
Yes, and that is my deepest regret.
Someone died because you weren't here.
Why do you have to bring that person up?
I mean,
Like-
technically he was a person, but we really didn't care. So.
No. He-
No.
yeah. Was a person. Keyword
Was a person.
is no more.
Now he's charred
What?
meat on a sidewalk, but that's not the point.
I mean, he's not really meat. He's more of Jello.
Mm. Yeah.
I hope you're having this conversation privately, because there are a
Yeah.
lot of people around you who had murdered family members.
Actually, we had that conversation out loud, and then we realized everyone was looking at us.
Everyone
and
is
then we
just
started to
mortified.
Yeah.
One soldier, as he's walking by, turns around and goes, "And you call yourself heroes," and keeps walking.
I just look
Sorry,
around at the others.
everybody.
I was like, what
Yeah.
is everyone looking at?
You know, all right, fine. Hush voices. Yeah, so some people
Sorry.
died, okay? Some fucking people died. Okay? We could have used you.
We
Well-
really could.
Like
Yeah.
I said, I am very sorry that I have run late. I have been in a celebration of my last victory with a certain friend of mine and lost track of time.
Listen, you could have dipped your wick with any number of the girls here. There's a ton of that going around. Just saying,
There was
but
some
whatever.
mighty fine beauties eyeing me last night, that's for sure.
I can see that, and I can certainly see a beautiful young lady right here. As I'm pointing to his, what's the name of your character? I'm sorry.
Delane.
Delayed?
Delane.
Yeah.
Delane, yes.
Just above table, Tyrell's also a female.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
But right now I'm gonna try to focus on Delane.
But he's got eyes for Delane.
Yes.
He's gonna try.
There you go. All above table.
Yeah.
Yes. You need something?
Ah, I do not need anything. I just seem to be a bit captivated by your beauty.
By the
Alright.
way, Leo, my name is Datris. Have you
Yeah.
possibly heard of me?
No, I believe I haven't. I apologize for that. But I will say that you are quite lovely as well.
Hey.
We got one of these types.
Okay. And I would assume you were adjusting to Tyrell and not me.
Oh, I am interested in all types of females.
I'm sorry,
He's not
Leo.
a female.
I am very much a man.
Okay.
He's got those beer goggles on from last night.
Yeah.
He's really hungover.
And I and I
Have
kind of
you
look.
fully awoken yet?
Yeah, I kind of look at him too, and I'm like, "Are you all right?" Oh, and before you ask, we play for the same team, if you know what I'm saying.
Can understand
There you go.
that.
All right. By the way, she has some sexy calves. I'm just saying. You got to see her when she gets up in the morning. But anyway, that's not the point. We really could use your help now.
Yes.
Well, if you need my help, I bring out like my warhammer and just rest it on like my shoulder with the behind my neck. Me and my hammer are ready for battle at any point in time.
Well, first,
That's
Leo,
great.
we're glad that you're here and willing to help. Currently, we do not have the information that we need, so we have an opportunity before leaving to access such information. Would you be willing, or would you be able to help us in that regard?
I will do my very best to assist as much as I can. For now, I will dub you all as my friends, and I bring out my hand to try to shake each of your hands.
I reach forward and I give it a grip.
Give like a firm grasp,
Yes.
because I am very
Right.
strong.
As am I.
Yeah. I too reach out my hand and properly grip it, and I'm like, "Welcome to the team." And
Welcome.
kind of just leave it awkwardly like that.
Delane is not going to accept the offer to shake hands. Not
That's
say
not
anything,
fair.
but just kind of cold stare.
Feisty one, I see. Very well then.
Mm.
So then, what shall we do first?
Wait, above table, did he get a scroll too, or do we have a scroll for him, or he has to go do that?
No,
we were
no
only given
scroll.
3 scrolls.
Just 3
Only
scrolls.
given 3 scrolls? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So if you
So-
It might be a good idea.
just while we're above table,
Go
if
ahead.
you look at your map, I just want to point out those 2 locations. So still in the southern side of the city, that red building that seems to be surrounded by walls, that is the Grand Library. And that purple building to the left of the palace is the
That is the Mages
Wizards.
Guild.
Yeah, with Guild Mages Guild.
Wizards Guild.
Yep.
And then where you started off before is obviously you can see the festival on the other side. That's where a lot of your vendors and such will be.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay, so I might not know much about wizardry and magical arts, but I would say that Delane, you could take a look at the Wizards Guild and find out what information you can there, while Tyrell, Leo, and I go to the Grand Library and find what we can from there, and meet up, say lunchtime. And if we have to find any other information, we will return again.
You could possibly meet up right back here at the Royal Court, I'm assuming? Right. The Royal Court around lunchtime, and if anything, we could address the king again. Oh, I'm sorry. The Royal Douchebag.
The royal prick.
Yeah, you go.
Does seem to look like a royal prick, per se.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Leo, you do not know the prickery of His Highness. He
Yes.
he he did us dirty a bit last night.
He's a fucking cheap ass, is what he is. And he played with the lives of his own citizen to save a buck. But we'll fill you in on that later.
Although I may venture to say that I could search for the Assassin's Guild and approach them about what may have happened to their men and why they stopped reporting.
As soon as you said Assassin's Guild, you see Leo's eyes like sparkle a bit. It's like, Assassin's Guild, you say? Strong possible warriors?
We're not here to fight them. I am going to get information that the king has allowed us to acquire.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Very, very well then. Then I will accompany you.
Mm. Keep your hammer in your pants, big guy. There'll be time for
Yes.
that later.
What do you guys say?
Let's do it.
Sounds like a good plan.
Alrighty. So I and Leo go off and search for the Assassin's Guild.
And I head off to the Grand Library.
I'll be going to the Mages Guild.
Okay. DM loves it when a party separates. Who would like to go first? Who would like to tell me what they're doing first?
I think it should be up to you, honestly.
Alright, let's go library then.
Okay.
Okay. So... Alright, Tyrell, you make your way through the burning city streets. The library is quite close by. So is the Mage Guild, so it doesn't take you long to get there. Maybe 15 minutes. When you see the library, it's a large building made of white stone, 4 stories tall. For such a large building, it almost seems like it's been miraculously blessed by the gods because it's remained untouched by the dragon's fire.
Can I sense any magic coming from the building?
Roll me an Arcana check.
23.
Okay. You sense magic from within the building, but in terms of any kind of protective spells or anything that have saved the building from the fire, no. So it has just miraculously been untouched. But there is great knowledge and power inside the building, and you sense that as soon as you cross the threshold through the gates of the building. The building itself is decorated with ornate carvings and long, elegant pillars. The front entrance, as you walk through it, is dominated by a large entrance portico with 6 pillars, each intricately decorated with scrolls and floral motifs. As you enter, you come to a reception desk in the center of a very grand, spacious hall. The hall is decorated with beautiful frescoes and ornate candle chandeliers that float unattached to anything in the air about 20 feet above you, casting shadows dancing around the room. The desk in front of you is unattended.
I stop and I look around. Hello? Hello? Bang my hand on the desk.
I'm so glad it is you that went to the library, because you hear like scurried footsteps and like the shuffling of like smaller feet, the smaller gate, and in walks a short dwarven lady. He comes bustling up to you, and she's like, "Yes, can I help you, my dear?"
Okay, no. Okay, you know what you did there. Fine. Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Maybe you could help me.
Yes.
I'm
sorry, I'm expecting somebody.
Businesswoman.
Yes, I am.
How are you now? Okay. Yes, I'm
having
looking. I've been sent
flashbacks.
here on. I know. It's like I knew you in another life.
What?
Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, I'm here on orders from the king. As you know, there's been a dragon attack in the city recently, and I've been ordered to come here and get any information I can on dragon sightings, anything.
Yes, I am expecting you. I'm expecting a number of you, though. It's only one.
Yes, we were all sent in different ways to investigate different things. This is my lead. Is there anything you could help me find?
Of course. I just need a little bit of confirmation that you are who you say you are. I think you're supposed to have a letter on you.
Yes. I reach into my bag and I pull out the scroll. I'm like, here, is this what you need?
Perfect. Follow me. And she turns around and walks through, takes you through like this big doorway. And as you walk through, you see what looked like on the outside 4 stories tall of a building. It seems to stretch into infinity, just one giant room with books that stretch as high as your eyesight can see. Just towering books. And in the center of the room is a platform with a table and what looks like a tome, just like a giant book on the front of it. And she walks up to it, and as you get closer, you realize that there's no ink. There's nothing written on the pages of this tome in front of you. And she goes, "Aye, all right. I'm Dora, by the way."
Oh yes, Nora. Yeah. So
No,
what's
no,
with this?
sorry, you misunderstood me, love. Nora. No, Dora.
Nora. Yeah,
Dora.
that's what I said.
No, Dora. With a D.
Already
Dora.
exploded.
Like for dog.
Oh,
Dora.
you look like a Nora. I'm sorry.
I got a sister called Nora.
Do you?
I do. How strange that you said her name.
That's so weird.
Do you know her?
Yes, but
She's an adventurer too.
no,
No.
no. I can't say I've met a Nora, but
Oh,
yeah, it's
coincidence.
just a very
It's strange times.
familiar, dwarven name. I know many dwarves with a lot of names sounding similar to that.
Mm.
Yeah, I have a friend, some little dwarven bastard named Liskyla. He's one of your folk, but I don't really talk to him much. But anyway,
I got a cousin called that. How strange.
really?
Yeah. From the Nymphette tribe up north.
He's a gnome flayer too, but he left and he joined some paladin group, something or other.
Yes.
Maybe we're talking about the same guy.
I think we're talking about the same small world.
Small world.
Aye.
Anyway,
Aye.
back to this book. There's no
Yes.
writing on it. I can't read this.
No, so, love, the way that this works is that you ask a question. You ask a question of the tome, and the library will provide the answer. Now,
Wait, hold on.
yes,
Any question?
any question that can be answered within a page in this library, yes. Once we gather knowledge, it is permanently stored here and can be accessed.
Can I ask more than one question?
You can ask it as many questions as you like, dear. By order of the king, I'm to open up the library shelves to you. If it is inside a book in this library, the tome will answer you. So what I thought is that you'd ask it your questions to learn more about your dragon.
I cut her off immediately, and I say, "How am I? I need to be free of Lovitar."
I'm sorry, love, I don't know who you're talking about. Lovatar?
You don't know of the goddess Lovitar.
I mean, I don't personally, but the library might. Look, let me show you how it's done. Let me show you how it's done.
Hold on, ask it that question. I need to know now.
No, this is what
Do
I'm
it
saying,
now.
love. You can ask it, right? Right? She grabs the quill, she puts it in your hand, and she's like, write in the book, love. Ask it a question.
And I write down that question.
How can I be free of Lovitar?
Yes.
Nothing happens in the book, but I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
13.
You hear inside your mind a cackle, and then an answer comes from within. You can't.
Like, I hang my head over the book. I bite my lip.
A little droplet of
And, like-
blood falls onto the page and then disappears, and you hear that same laughter go, you see.
Like, I'm holding it back, but along with the blood, a single tear kind of wells up in my eye. But I kind of try to regain my composure, wipe it away. Yeah, so I need to know everything about dragons. Dragons.
Are you okay,
What
love?
do I write about dragons?
Do you want a tissue? It's been a very traumatic evening for everybody, and you are a hero. But still, you would have seen a lot of murder. It's dark out there.
I'm used to it. It's fine. So the dragons. I need to know everything about dragons. How do you suggest I word that?
Uh, well, what is it about the dragon you want to know, love? Do you want to know uh, its strengths, its weaknesses, what its personality is like, what kind of environment you might find a dragon of its sort in? Uh, Different ways a dragon can be slayed. It's really up to you. I just want to say, when you're done asking your questions, love, I do have another room that I want to take you to. We've got some artifacts that maybe, given your experience, you might be able to identify and use. But ask it your questions first,
Alright.
love. It'll be alright.
So I write down best weapons to slay a dragon.
Okay, so... best weapons to slay a dragon. I've got all my information on dragons, so I'm just going to say this quite plainly in response, because I
Yeah.
can't craft anything. Magical
Okay.
weapons, ranged weapons, weapons that are not fire-based.
Old weapons.
And then in that list, it's also gonna write cunning as a weapon that is effective on defeating a dragon.
Okay, so I make note of all of that, and then I write. I'm so used to type in. I write in with a quill.
Type in.
Yeah,
Modern
Known-
codex.
exactly. Known dragon lairs in this area. Sexy singles in this area. Anyway, sexy single dragons in this area.
Sexy single dragon ladies in this area.
I love that. That's so good.
Yeah.
One of us
So,
is
yeah,
about to become a
known-
donkey. You know what I mean?
Saying
Well, I'm
she
already an
breathes
animal.
fire. I shoot fire. I'm just saying. Anyway.
And I'm technically am part of an animal.
Homie up there is already part animal. I'm just saying. Funny you say. I know this dragonborn dude. Big black fucking lizard dude. Anyway. So yeah.
Don't know him.
Known dragon. Known dragon hideouts in this area.
And then it gives you
As sightings.
it gives you a history of Aeloria and every dragon lair and attack and vanquishing that has happened over the last several hundred years. Nothing recent. So next to every location, dragon, and then slain date or whatever, every dragon's been accounted for and eliminated. There is nothing new. But Dora's watching and she goes, perhaps ask it not specifically about the lair, but what kind of places they might use as a lair.
Okay.
Actually, pretty smart.
Known. Yeah. That was going to be my third question, actually.
Sure it
known. Hey, come on, man. If I can't steal ideas from my lady, then what's the point? Anyway, known. Let's see. I also put it. I feel like I'm typing in a Google search, which is essentially what I think you're doing, Kitty.
Yeah.
Which
makes my job really hard, but I like the mechanic of it too much.
She's using the fantasy version of Google.
Exactly.
Above table for a second. Can I
Go
give
ahead.
one possible suggestion?
Go for it.
If
DM.
to Mansets.
Mhm.
Do you have message as a
known-
cantrip, by the way? No, because you could telepathically.
I wish.
Even if he did, I feel like we'd be too far away.
I'll give you one.
This is it.
I'll give you one. One question. Choose it wisely.
Locations of recent dragon attacks.
Yeah, I
Oh,
did
you
that
did that.
already.
Ah.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
Oh, damn.
That's all I got. Sorry.
That was your
Hmm.
question.
Like I stop and I hear his voice in my head, and I'm just thinking like, that was a good idea 5 minutes ago. Damn it. Okay. Yeah. All right. Anyway, I write in the Google book, um,
Google book.
Google book.
Coming
What
towards you.
exactly? What attracts a dragon in this area? Like, what could possibly attract a dragon that happens to be in this area?
Ew. I actually feel like I'm Chat GPT right now.
Yeah.
There are
You
a
kind
number
of.
of
Baby,
things
write me a
that
cover
might
letter,
attract
please.
a. Yeah, there are a number of things that might attract a dragon to the area. For example, one dot. No.
Baby, I just realized you literally have ChatGPT. You could just have a tab open and
That's
just type
cheating.
it in and just read.
That's cheating.
You want to
Cheating
know
for
the funny
you,
thing
you're
is,
you're the DM.
for my character part of it, I did some research on dragons.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
That's-
That's amazing. Well, yeah, bring that into your character's knowledge. That's amazing. What was the question? Was why would a dragon be attracted to an area? Wealth.
Or what could
No, no,
possibly
what
attract a dragon
attract-
in this
Trans
area?
dragons, he said.
Okay. I'm gonna just add a little caveat as the DM and say that you said red dragon because different colored dragons want different
You're
things
right.
and have
Okay.
very distinctive personalities. So things that might attract a dragon to the area would be treasure, wealth, a way to consolidate power, trying to find a new home. Specifically to Aeloria and Aeloria City during a festival of flames that harnesses on the elemental power of fire elementals that would draw potentially a fire-based dragon to the area as a source of great power for it to establish as its base.
Mm.
Mm.
And
Mm.
I follow up. Based on previous response, can you tell me
Shut up.
more about these fire elementals that might draw the dragon in this area?
Yes. Okay, that's something that I prepared in the lore earlier.
I mean, fire elementals are real creatures.
Mm-hmm.
There.
Yeah, so in the Kingdom of Aeloria, the ancient elemental spirits of fire are believed to be protectors of the kingdom.
Excuse me.
They're revered as gods to this kingdom. It says that the fires of the festival serve as a beacon to these spirits and guide them back to Aeloria in order to keep the kingdom safe from harm. What else do I have here? Think about your next question while I just construct some more lore.
Okay. I'm already intrigued with these fire elementals, and I'm thinking, could they be utilized for personal use? Maybe to kill someone in my life.
So the fire elementals of Aeloria haven't been seen for quite some time. They've gone quiet. And the festival is a way that the people of Aeloria believe that they can attune themselves to these elementals and bring them home.
And if this dragon attacked, then clearly the elementals are closer than they may even be aware of. Is there, and I say this in character and writing in the book, is there a way to harness, for an individual to harness the power of these fire elementals.
Oh, I'm trying to think if the library would have a book on that, because I feel like that knowledge has been lost over time, otherwise they would have done it. So I'm going to say you can't get a clear answer from this library, because otherwise someone would have asked that question already and found a way to do it. So yeah, the pages stay blank on that.
Let's say there's been maybe like
And I'm
rumors.
gonna say that Dora turns around and goes, that question gets asked quite a bit about these fire elementals.
Mm.
It is a mystery. What happened to them?
Okay. Well, from what I could piece together, the dragon was attracted by this fire festival. The fire festival was, although it seems like a novelty, might actually be accomplishing its original goal and drawing in these fire elementals. And as a result, drawing in bigger fish who might also be attracted to those fire elementals. This could be information that we could use. Cool. You said you wanted to show me something. What did you want to show me?
Yes, we've got a number of artifacts out the back that haven't quite been identified, that maybe you might want to have a look at, and I'm under instruction that if you want them, I can give them to you. I guess even if we can't figure out what they are.
Lead the way, Nora. I mean, Dora.
Nora. She's a funny one. And then she bustles back and you follow her into like this smaller room now in the library. Actually, do I have a picture? I might have a picture just to set the scene. Do I have?
I just want to say, Nymph.
This is the study.
Yeah. Sorry, I just want to say, Nymphette, that your explanation of the library that Mans entered giving me flashbacks of the library back in KK's campaign, because it was basically, I think I remember it was described the same way, where it seemed endless and you could get lost in it.
Oh yeah, this is, if you can imagine, just like one big room though, this particular library with like shelves that just shoot up forever, it seems.
Diax would literally live in there and bring like climbing equipment just to climb the racks and read the books.
So like you can get a book, but then like the quick way is to write into the tome.
Mm-hmm.
Dell would only try to find books in his language. in his race's language instead of common, because he can't read.
See, that's the amazing thing about the tome. It doesn't matter the language. If it's in the library, you get the information. Anyway, that's a picture of the room that she takes you into, just because I thought it was a cool picture and it's kind of pretty. Cool. So there are a number of items that she's got on a table in the center of the room ready for you. There's what looks to be just like a normal stone. There's a lantern, a bag, and a necklace. And she's like, these have just come into the archives. They haven't been identified yet and stored. So you're welcome to them. I just don't know what they do yet.
I'm sorry, say it one more time. What are they all?
There's a stone, a lantern, a bag, and a necklace.
You know what? Let's touch them all. Touch all the things. All right. So I reach up and I touch the stone. Does anything happen? Do I feel anything?
Give me an Arcana check.
Let's go. This is gonna have to be good, Katie. 25.
Ooh.
Ooh. You touch it, and you feel almost euphoric as you hold this stone in your hand. You feel really, really good and positive, and you are thrown by this feeling, because you haven't felt this way. You can't imagine ever feeling this way, actually. But if you have, you haven't felt this way in a very, very long time. And you feel like you could go and accomplish anything. And as you stare down at this stone, You don't know from what recess in your brain you pull this from, because your knowledge of Arcana has generally been pretty average. And this isn't your specialty, but there's something about this stone in this moment that gets to you, and you identify it clearly as a luck stone.
Ooh. Okay, I'm
A
just gonna
beautifully,
slide that in the pocket. All right, cool.
beautifully polished agate luck stone. So add that to your inventory.
Man, that's very lucky.
If he keeps it just on his person, would he just keep feeling happy no matter what happens around him?
Which would be very interesting for my
He would just
character.
kind of feel. It just feels. He feels very lucky. You do
Feeling lucky
feel
punk.
with that much
I do.
that over 20, you do feel there's a current barrier to it though, and you do.
Mhm.
Well, you get all the information about the item. It does require attunement, so you feel like you
Mhm.
have it in your grasp, but it hasn't manifested. Whatever power is in this stone, it hasn't manifested in you yet because you need to spend some time alone with it.
You said it's a luck stone?
Yeah. Look up Stone of Good Luck.
There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Actually,
in
there actually
items.
is a feat, the lucky feat, where people would want to get, because it's basically just a feat where at times you somehow get, sometimes you would get like certain good luck that happens with you either in combat or in certain situations.
Cool. Let me go and touch the necklace next.
I'm gonna make you roll independently for each of them because this isn't
Yeah,
you're not
yeah.
proficient. So
Yeah.
roll
I know.
me Arcana on this
I
too.
could totally have a bad trip on any one of these.
Or
Like this one.
Arcana for all
9.
of them?
you know what? I'll also let. Oh, you rolled too soon. In the next one's the same. You can also roll investigation as well. But Arcana would work.
+7 to Arcana, my love. I'm gonna choose Arcana.
Oh shit! And you got 9?
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
9.
I got a 2.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
You pick up the necklace and not much happens. You inspect it clearly. You can see that it has 6 little things that seem to dangle from it. Looks pretty, but you don't get any kind of sense of what this item is.
6 gems.
Beautiful aquamarine gems on a, on a beaded necklace.
Cool. And then the bag, finally. Although I'm pretty sure it's just a bag of holding, but let's pretend. And luck is back. 20.
Natural?
No, 13 plus 7.
No, it's a bag, but when you pick it up to inspect it, you open it up, you see a bunch of little brown, look like beans inside. And it is a bag of beans. It is a bag of beans.
This is
Delicious
Jack and the
beans.
Beanstalk.
So
I like beans!
you know that upon throwing out whatever's inside of these bag of beans, something random is going to happen. So you know it's some
Okay.
kind of like weird magical weapon that if you throw the beans on the ground, they'll explode and probably do damage. But you can also individually reach out and plant the beans, but you don't know what happens when you do that. You just notice it's like, bag of magic beans. Fun.
Elf friend might be able to do
I thought you were
something
gonna
with
say-
those beans.
I thought you were gonna say if he plants the beans, he could place it like a mine.
That'd actually be pretty badass, but it would be time consuming.
Depends what the dice say. But yeah. So you can
All
add a
right,
bag of
that's
beans to your inventory.
It's dangerous as fuck once the DM says that, but okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna add that to my inventory. I'm not keeping that, but I'll give that away.
Well, you need to add it to your inventory,
And
but okay.
You add it to your
okay.
inventory for now.
Let's see. Okay.
And then the last item is a lantern.
Okay. And the last item being a lantern, and I touch that, and Yeah, see, there we go. 23. Not natural.
All good rolls for all the items except the necklace.
Except this
Yeah.
mystery necklace, which I love, which is
Watch
why
the
you're
necklace be.
rolling individually.
Yeah. Watch the necklace be OP as shit. But still. Go ahead.
Okay, you know this. You've actually seen this lantern before. Let's say that's how you know what it is. It's called a lantern of
Mhm.
revealing, and not only does this lantern, when you put oil inside it, burn beautiful bright light in a 30-foot radius, but anything that is invisible can be seen.
Wow. That's pretty good. But okay.
Let's say how
Yeah.
long it can glow like that.
Yeah, okay. Because he rolled over 20, I'll let someone ask that question. 1 pint of oil glows for 6 hours.
Ooh, that's a long time.
That's a long time in
And I
D&D time.
think some of you have, I don't know, it depends what you have in your backpacks. I think some people have oil.
I don't think I do.
Okay.
See.
So I collect all the items and I look at Dora and I'm just like, thank you. Is there anything else you want to show me?
Not at the moment, love, but the library is always open to you if you have any further questions. And I really do wish you all the best, love.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It was nice meeting a friend of Nora.
Aye. I'll see you out. And she
Thanks.
leads you out the front of the library. And I might, where do you go from here? And then we might just hard cut to someone else.
Yeah, I'm at this point I'm just basically heading back to the royal court. I got what I needed, I got the information I needed.
Mhm.
I'm heading back.
I'm kind of
Alright.
excited to see how we're gonna do at the Assassin's Guild.
Yeah, but we're gonna
Ooh.
cut to the wizard first.
Ooh,
That means you guys are gonna get into some
Not to
shit.
complain.
Okay.
to
I'm
the
not gonna
Wizard's
complain.
Guild.
Possibility.
Okay, so Delane, you make your way to the Wizards Guild. Again, it's quite close to the palace, and it takes you about 15 minutes to get there. The Wizards Guild has a reputation for being a very mysterious, secretive, and exclusive place. But the note in your hand bearing the symbol of the guild will get you access. As you wind through the smoldering streets, you make out the large, tall towers that mark the location of the guild. The tower itself is made of dark stone and is adorned with runic symbols. Usually ornamental, they now glow purple and cast a protective aura that is visible to you as somebody who harnesses the power of the arcane. The ground floor of the main tower is laid out like a magical storefront, with its walls adorned with magical supplies and items. The area is decorated with tapestries depicting famous wizards and magical creatures. The guild is a hive of activity this morning, with every wizard, every magic wielder in Aeloria City seemingly mobilized at this location, trying to find potions and buy spells and items to save and heal and repair the burning city. You push yourself through the crowd and towards a very flustered looking witch behind the main counter, and she's in sooty red robes and she's looking very busy this morning.
Sorry to bother you. I know you look a little flustered with everything going on, but I'm here about a wizard meeting, and I show the symbol from the letter I have, or the scroll.
Oh, Fergus. Oh, okay. He is so busy at the moment. He is so busy. I'll go fetch him. Have a look around the store. If there's anything that you need from the shop front, we can sort that out for you. But I'll go get him, and I'll be right back. And she kind of scurries through the store, and I've got this cool picture to kind of show you what the storefront looks like. Although this chick's looking very calm. She's not calm when you see her.
It was the day before that this was taken.
Yeah, that's right.
The day before.
This is the picture on all the posters around the city that's like, come to the Magic Guild, get your stuff.
Yeah.
Alright.
Holy, it doesn't look like a massacre in here.
I want to go ahead and take a look around the store. I mainly want to see if I can find one item. I want to see if they happen to have a wand of fireballs.
A wand of fireballs. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Okay.
That is a very specific item.
I have a very specific purpose for it too.
Give me a second, because I'm actually want to see how much it costs. Whether they would have something. Where would I find how much that costs?
I don't know. Does it?
A fireball price? You got 6,500 gold pieces.
Yes.
You see this beautiful wand behind like a magical, like inside a magical glass cabinet, like perched on a shelf, like
Oh, good luck with that.
locked away, like, you know, like rare item, and then you see the price tag, 6,500 gold pieces.
I mean, a grifter might try to steal it. I'm just saying.
It's magically sealed. They would have to.
All right, so you find this item.
I don't do anything with it right now.
Time
Just
to get creative.
kind of drooling.
Nice.
Drooling over it.
Alrighty, so Fergus, this very old-looking wizard, he is the arch wizard of the Wizard Guild, comes in, and he looks very unimpressed, actually, to see you. Like, he's got shit to do. He's trying to save all the says that the channel is full. Oh, hold on.
For whatever
Weird.
reason, it just kicked me out.
How long ago did it kick you out?
Probably like 5-6 minutes ago.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
I
I only just saw your
sent
message.
you
Yeah.
like
See,
I didn't
I
even
noticed
notice it at first.
Oh.
I kind of noticed it, but I didn't. I thought Nymphette, I thought you noticed that, but you just kept going on with your story.
Didn't notice at all. Cool. This wizard, yeah, he comes out, Fergus, old, disheveled, grey, long beard. Yeah. Unimpressed look on his face, and he's like, yes, I was told to let you in. You're here from the king.
Yep, I got this letter that told me I should sit in.
Okay, we've been working all night to brew you some potions. I have more important stuff to do, but seeing as though you're apparently heroes, come this way. And he drags you into like a little storeroom at the back of the shop where there's like a bubbling like potion kit and vials and everything like that. And he's like, all right, dragon, right?
Yep.
Here to slay the dragon. Good luck. All right, what do I got for you? I have
Look.
1, 2, 3. I was told there'd be 5 of you. How many am I brewing for? I wasn't able to get the whole order complete. So
You're gonna be brewing for 4 people.
Shit. Alright, well, I was able to brew 5 potions of greater healing. So he bundles them all up and gives them to you. He's like, I fulfilled the order for 5. I was only able to brew 2 potions of fire resistance in the time allotted. We've been very busy, and it's been like, I want to prioritize the people of the city, and I feel like I'm wasting my magical abilities. Anyways, that's between me and the king. Yeah, okay, fine. Here are your potions of fire resistance. And he hands you 2 potions of fire resistance.
Appreciate it. Sorry about all the chaos. The king has been less than ideal for everything recently, so we appreciate it.
Well, he hasn't really been challenged as a king. He's only really known the kingdom in times of peace. And, how can you expect someone like that to be fully competent in the time of turmoil when he doesn't know what it's like to rule? And anyways, him and I have our own kind of beef going on. But that's not really a problem, I guess.
He's a prick.
That he is.
We obviously have some arcane knowledge here about dragons. If there's any kind of information, I really need you to kind of drive this, because I really need to get back to helping the other wizards of Aeloria. He's just a bit of a dick.
I mean,
you got you got the bad location of the 2 locations you could have gone to.
Yeah. I mean,
I thought the Assassin's Guild was gonna be the bad location.
I mean, if you're gonna be like this, I might as well just go to the library, see if I can find any information there. You might not be as useful as I thought you would.
All right.
Spice. I like it.
I mean, okay, so like, you know the basics of dragon slaying, right? Resistant to fire, have the advantage of flight. Like, I don't need to tell you you're a hero, right? Like, I don't need to tell you.
I mean, considering I just fought it last night and survived, I'm pretty well acquainted with it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sorry, I'm not usually this grumpy, although people have told me that I'm usually pretty grumpy. Do you mind if I can just lay my hand on your shoulder real quick?
Consent.
I guess.
Okay. And he just, as you barely say I guess, he's just like, okay, and he touches your shoulder and he casts aid on you. So you get at level 5, because he's a badass wizard. So add 20 hit points to your hit point total for the next 6 or 8 hours. I can't remember.
Is that adding hit points or temporary hit points?
It actually increases your hit point total temporarily. It's better than a temporary hit point. So you can heal up to that amount repeatedly over the next, I think it's 6 hours. He's a helpful douchebag. He's just really stressed. Got a lot going on.
I mean, to be fair, Dragon did just attack his land, so he's got a point.
Exactly. And the king didn't tell him, and he considers himself, well, this is so above table, and he considers himself the most powerful wizard in Aeloria. So, that was so above table, but yeah.
That king done fucked up with a lot of people.
That powerful should have seen this coming anyways. As I say that softly as I start to walk out.
If he would have done that with Leo, I would have been so healthy.
It's 8 hours, Nymph.
It's 8 hours? Okay, cool.
I just looked up aid for you.
It's even better then.
Wait, don't
It's,
I have aid?
It's 5 per spell slot, so it's 20.
Yeah, so he cast it at level 5. Because he's powerful! Oh.
No, I have bless. I don't have aid. Shit.
Cool.
I was also gonna say, back to elementals. I think wizards can actually summon elementals, but at a high level though.
Yeah, there is a summon elemental spell at like a high level. That is true.
I think only wizards can do it though.
Delane, is there
Yes.
anything else you'd wish to do? You do have a very receptive shopkeeper who is not a dick at the front.
Honestly, not really a whole lot I want to do. Want fire? Really want that one fireball.
A fireball.
Just-
Fireball.
I mean, you could try for some really high rolls to do
You can try to
something.
haggle the wand.
There are a number of approaches, but I'm telling you, you're gonna have to roll high.
I'm gonna head over to the shopkeep and go. Hey, so I noticed that you guys got a wonder fireball.
We
It's
do.
Shit, she's trying it.
It's kind of pricey for me. You know, with me having to go fight this dragon, would you be able to take it for 100 gold pieces?
Fuck.
I mean, you can roll a persuasion check, but it's gonna be bloody high. You're gonna
From
try and
6 grand
haggle
to 100?
that crazy. Yeah, like over. Like I've got a number that's over 20 in my head. What do you got? What did you roll?
26.
Holy shit.
Is that enough though?
That might be enough. That shit. Yeah, I mean,
I
it's
will
max
be-
enough security, right?
I will be completely transparent. I had 25 in my head. I was like, if she rolls over 25, I'll give it to her.
I
Or
thought you were
crits. Or crits.
under it.
Holy shit. Okay. Fuck. Okay, girl. The
Damn.
shopkeeper just she has a moment and looks out the window and sees all.
Carnage and devastation.
Thank you, baby. My words exactly. He knows it. Carnage and devastation in the streets. She lost, a family member last night, but she's here working, trying to help the city make it better, and she is good, good, good. So she looks at you and she goes, "Don't tell Fergus." And she goes over to the box and flips it open with a whatever magical charm she has to say to do that, and she gets it. And like the shop is so busy that weirdly no one notices because there's like other shopkeepers around, people are bustling trying to do stuff, people are distraught, and no one sees her slip you this one. And it's like 100 gold pieces. Okay, please avenge my town.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and hand 105 gold. Keep the 5 to yourself.
Thank you. Oh, do you want me to? You're so kind. I've never met a hero before, and again, don't tell Fergus because he thinks he's one. Do you want me to dimension door you somewhere? Is there somewhere in the city you want to go straight from here? I'm happy to.
No,
Happy to do that at well, you can pay me 5 gold, but like no charge.
no, don't worry about it.
Oh my god. Thank you.
And because I'm gonna start walking around, and I'm gonna go and dimension door myself to the palace.
You're gonna waste your own. You're gonna waste your own spell slot.
That's amazing. Oh, you should have seen what she did last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Just gonna show off just a little bit for her.
Yeah, exactly.
And she just has a moment of
Dimension door.
as you dimension door, she sees you go.
As
my
soon as she
fan
leaves,
now.
Fergus comes in like, wasn't there something in that display?
That's for
Have you
future
guys-
girls' problem.
Have you guys seen Epic NPC Man on YouTube?
No, but I want to
No.
with a name like that.
What's that?
It's a Viva La Dirt League.
Oh my god!
I'm thinking of the high sorcerer. I can't remember his name. Baradoon, and what he does, he just portal away everywhere he goes.
I remember him.
That's what that just reminded me of.
I've written it down. I'm going to check it out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, it's some
cool.
funny
So
stuff.
Delane's gone back to the castle. I assume Tyrell's done her thing and gone back to the castle. You guys will meet each other in a minute and when time catches up. Okay, so Leo and Datris, how do you go about trying to find where to go? You see your two other hero compatriots just like split off and go their own ways with confidence, and you're just kind of there like,
It's
Well,
like you said,
Leo,
he still has all the information, so I'm just following wherever he goes.
so I have in this scroll here. It says they are two brothers. However much they run, they do not reach each other. Meet me there when you're ready. And then it has the symbol on it. Well, after thinking about it for a moment, I would almost assume that this is either referencing maybe two physical brothers or possibly heads of a river. I am not quite sure of which. Um, I would say we could, assuming it's the Assassin's Guild, they would not be too close to the king as they are a secret organization uh part of him. But I would assume that they would not dwell in the higher reaches of the city where we currently are. So I would say first we head to the town square and look for something around there. Maybe there is symbols that we could spot around the city that could lead us in the direction that we're looking for.
Excellent idea.
So Leo and I are gonna head into the town, or well, towards the town and into the town square.
okay, so you basically follow the direction that you walked to the palace, back to the town square.
Yes.
You see when you get there that it has been completely decimated. It doesn't look like anything like you remember it looking. Even while it was burning last night, the fires have spread. The tavern that you ate at, Datris, is been erased to the ground. It is no more. It is just a literal line carved through the northern part of the city where everything in its wake of the dragon's breath has just been over time burned and flattened to soot.
See, see, Leo, this is what you missed last night. Right over there, just right there, me, Terrell, and Elaine, and handle stuff. Uh, fucking prick. We're conversing in a outdoor tavern, and well, I had noticed some things off in the distance that were encroaching upon our location. So I signaled to the others that we should probably take action of some kind as tiny little beetles came scurrying towards us. Um, well, while fighting these things, a fireball of a dragon came barreling towards the city, and this is the destruction you see.
Hmm.
Now, the reason why I say Pandal was, well, he wasn't quite the brightest. He took a shot at the dragon while it was flying, and it landed right next to him, shredding him into pieces.
If
So,
he had done something so reckless, then he was not a strong man.
I quite agree. So while we're here, we might not find too much in this area. So I say we start heading a bit north, about northeast. On our way back across the bridge, I noticed there's this fountain. Maybe maybe we could find something over by there.
Very well.
Okay, so as you move across, I assume you're heading along the river.
Yes.
Is that where you're heading? So the
Yes.
festival area there, you can see along the river, that bright kind of blue, beautiful building is like a museum.
I'm looking at the map that you provided with us.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
It like you get town square just off to the right of it, surrounded by trees.
Mhm.
That little building right there.
Yeah, that's a museum. It's like
Oh
an
wow.
artisan, like an art
Okay.
art
Okay.
guild, art museum. If you do continue going, though, you can see if you look up the river. So there's like the main dock area that you can see beyond
Yes.
that other bridge. And then where the houses are a little bit darker and older, that's kind of like the slums. So you've got
Right.
like the
Mm.
dock area, the slums, the industrial area.
It's kind of
All.
what I figured.
Hmm.
So
So
I just thought of something.
what is that, Leo?
If this Assassin's Guild were to try to hide low, would assume they would try to organization in darkest and dirtiest parts of the city. So, it's possible that their hideout could be somewhere in a nearly broken down tavern. The bartender might have some sort of information about them. It's just
Leo,
throwing something out there.
it's a good thought. However, with the devastation you see, do you think that kind of establishment would even be standing at this point in time?
Well, it would depend if that dragon even went to that part of that city.
So along the
Well,
north, looking at the map, if you see where, you know,
the
the
slums are.
marketplace is and the slums, imagine the line that was drawn in the with the fire breath cuts from like diagonal from the top northeast down to the southwest in that northern half of the city, and it came straight through from the slums across. Probably would have caught that artisan guild, to be honest, and then through the middle of the marketplace and down. So there's a big
Wow.
burnt line of like where the
Right.
mass devastation was in that part of the city.
So,
Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we could it's a good idea, but how about how about we go to the slums of the city? Maybe we could ask someone around um to show us at least the general direction. Oh,
Whatever you say.
So
or we could just start walking.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the slums.
you make your
Yes,
way,
we make our way to the slums.
yep, up to the slums, and when you walk, let's say you walk kind of along the river, you walk past that building wanting to check it out. Along the way you see that it's like, yeah, a burnt museum.
It's gone.
It's gone. It's part of the line that was drawn. You continue to walk up through, and the further you get up into the slums, the more you kind of realize that whilst you guys are gonna love this king, whilst people were mobilized to save the city, and have been working overnight, that this area of the city seems to have been neglected of help. It is very much still burning.
Fucking douche!
So you walk
Oh.
and the air gets thick with smoke and difficult to see as you walk into this northeastern area of the city. You still hear crying, you still hear screaming, you still see buildings on fire and people trying their best to put them out. There are people you could potentially save in this area if you wanted to move towards any of the loudest voices, but it is quite difficult to see.
What should we do?
No clue. I could barely see anything in this mess. The king and his kingdom really needs to do something. I say we go towards some of the loud noises. Maybe we could kind of find our way through.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say, Leo?
I say let's go.
Okay, so we make our way towards some of the loud noises we're hearing, crying and
Give
mostly
me
crying.
both of you give me a perception check to see how well in the smog you can find somewhere to go. You hear
21.
I'm sorry, let me roll.
High rolls, man.
Well, hold on, I might get a low one.
I hope.
Got 9.
Oh,
There it is.
okay. Because you're a Lenolin, there is just too many smells going on, and your sensitive nose can't discern everything. But it is putrid. Like, you smell like burning flesh, really distinctly, and as well as burning wood and everything like that. And it just affronts your nostrils, and you can't. Like, it's overwhelming all your senses. You can't quite figure out
Sensory overload.
where to go. That's right. But Daetrys, having your heightened elven senses, you do hear where some commotion is coming from, and up to the north of where you are, you hear screaming, and you beeline straight there.
Can Daetrys help guide me?
I'd hope, but it's up to him. You can just...
I hear some screaming. Hey, Leo. Can I grab his hand? I'm like, can you even see in this?
The smoke and all these smells is overwhelming me.
Very well. Just follow me and don't let go of my hand as I run. So I book it to wherever I hear these sounds coming from.
Mm-hmm. And
I love to
go.
imagine you just guiding this big giant lion man who could barely see into the smoke.
Hitting your, big form off shit as you, go through rubble. Tripping over your own feet. Love it. Okay, so you come to screaming, and there's this giant building, and the front of it has, half collapsed down. And there are a number of very, scrappy-looking villages. Because they don't look like city folk here, I guess. Out the front of it, trying to get the attention of anybody, screaming. Their children are still inside the building, and it is collapsing.
Oh, God.
I'm like, yes, you need some help?
Oh my god, yes, please, my children are inside, my son and my daughter. They're inside the building. I can't, you can see the wife is being held back by the husband, who's just stopping her from running into the building because he can see that it's about to collapse at any moment.
But he's not running in himself. Motherfucker.
Leo, you ready to help some people?
Well, I normally try to fight creatures, but this will try to give me some excitement. And I basically try to run towards the building and try to hold up any debris to make me to open a way for Daetrys to crawl through and go inside to try to help inside.
I love that. Okay. Yeah.
And I follow behind.
Roll me a strength check to hold
Right.
this building up as it collapses. And okay, I'm gonna make you roll this repeatedly because the
Not
building is
too good.
coming down.
Too good. I got 13.
Oh God, that's mine.
Do I see him struggling?
Yeah, you see
Can I
him.
get?
He just can't get a grip on this this building to kind of to pull up a massive beam that is blocking the entrance to get
I
through.
mean, I have something that could help me, but I want to save it for battle.
I give him a hand.
Well, dude,
Can I
remember
give him
this
a
is a
hand?
campaign. There will be rests. You can give him a hand. You want to roll strength as well?
Of course.
Okay.
Hold on. If he's helping me, should I roll again, but with advantage?
No, it's the same.
21.
21. Okay,
Okay,
so
fine.
together you both heave up this massive beam, and Leo, you're just able to use your weight to prop it up, and Detrice, you're able to slip inside this burning building. And above table,
So
I'm
I'm
letting you
inside.
know that you are on a timer, and when this time runs out, the building is coming down. So,
Okay.
you're now inside the building. I need you to roll me a athletics check to get through all the rubble.
Athletics. Ooh, I
Okay.
should be good with it.
No, not you, Datrus. Leo, I need you to roll me another strength check to see if you can still
18.
support it. 18?
I rolled an 18.
Amazing. You dodge your way through all the debris and scurry in between tight spaces, and you find these two huddled children in the corner at the back of the building, covered in soot. One looks like they've got a bit of blood on their leg. They might not be able to walk.
Now, is it an intense fire that I can possibly see a window?
Yeah.
If there is a
I'm gonna
window?
give that to you. Yeah, there's. So you've gone to the top of the building. The front of it started to crumble, but you can see a window that would lead you out onto the street ahead. Leo, what did you roll for your strength?
I rolled the athletics. I'm so sorry.
Roll the strength.
Roll
real
strength.
quick.
You know what? Look it. I'm gonna do this. I rolled so low before. I'm not gonna trust myself with this again. I am going to use one of my bonus actions I have. My rage. I built up so much anger that with that, advantage on strength checks and saving throws.
Amazing.
Okay.
Amazing.
Dude.
That's some hero
Do it.
shit. Let's go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna roll strength with advantage now since I am raging.
Mm-hmm.
Much better, 22.
Amazing. You hold. You both feel the building shudder, and Leo holds it in place.
So
Beatrice,
I,
you find me.
in front of the little kids, I tell, is one of them able? Can I see one of them as they're somewhat able to climb?
They haven't noticed you yet. So you haven't interacted
Okay, so
with
I-
them, they haven't noticed you yet.
Okay, so, but I can see them.
Yes, yeah. They're huddled in a
Okay.
corner, like in each other.
So I get to them and I say,
Oh my god, mister! One
Can-
of them just like grabs you. Just like,
I reach out my arm and I say, can you climb on my back?
yeah, my sister though, she's hurt.
I will pick her up myself.
Okay, so this child comes and grabs around your back of your neck and is holding on. And he's just going, my sister, please, sir.
Okay. So I scoop up her sister into my arms, kind of like, almost like a baby in my arm.
Okay.
Okay. I look around and I see that window upstairs, you said?
Yeah.
Is there stairs going up?
You're gonna jump out the window?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, there's stairs. A
Okay,
few of them are
so I
buckled,
climb
but you
this-
can. I'm giving you your 18 to give you like all of your movement inside this building.
Okay, so I climb up the stairs, I reach the window. Because of the fire, I would assume the window is broken and possibly just gone
Mm-hmm.
for the most part. I look around, I take a couple steps back, and I book it and jump out the window.
Okay, a few things need to happen at once. Okay. First of
Mhm.
all,
Okay.
Leo, I told you I was going to make you roll a few times. My timer for 5 minutes is officially 4, 3, 2, 1. It's about to come to a close. Leo, I need you to roll me one last strength check. I assume you still have advantage because you're raging.
Yes.
To see whether whether the
raging.
window is where Datris anticipates it to be as he jumps. Because if you let go of this window, it's not there anymore.
Wait, if I let go of this window?
No.
If
As in,
you
like, if you
let
let
go
go of
of the
that beam,
building.
the whole front of the house is gonna fall. So give me
So,
me
yeah.
your strength roll.
Come on. 17.
Is that with advantage?
Yes.
Remember, you could roll one more time and take the
I did.
higher roll.
I got the highest one, which was 12, but with my plus 5 in strength, I got 17.
Okay. I will give it to you with the 17. I was gonna say over 16. So let's go. You hold it successfully in
Yes.
place. All right, you've done your job. Datris, I need you to
Now-
roll me a acrobatics check
Ooh.
Acrobatics check.
to dive through the window and land.
Safely.
10.
Oh no.
Okay.
Gonna twist his ankle.
Hold on. Let me think of something.
Oh no.
I'll give you a moment.
Let's see. I'm looking through my skill set. If maybe I could use something as an advantage to my. Well, I got nothing for athletics advantage, but something to
no.
maybe
It was acrobatics.
It was
right.
acrobatics.
Or, yeah,
So it was
acrobatics.
one
Sorry.
motion. Yeah.
Right. Ooh. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
No. Okay. Well, on my way out, I tell the one on my back that if they can, before we hit the ground, to jump off and roll.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm running towards the window and jumping out of it. Or trying to.
Okay. Now, I don't think anybody's under any kind of delusions as to what kind of DM I am and how I don't shy away from violence. So, with the 10, you make it through the window. The window's there. Leo succeeded. So, the building hasn't collapsed yet. You were able to make it through. But as you land on the other side, one child bundled into your chest, the other child on your back, and you dive through and land on the other side. The child on your back, he saw what was coming. He heard your words in the chaos of the moment, and he gets flung from your back, sure, and kind of tumbles a bit in front of you, but not very gracefully lands. The child that you're holding, as you land and tumble yourself, you hear a crunch. And as you tumble, she buckles somewhat under you, and as you stand up from the tumble and hold her in your arms, she's starting to wheeze. One of her ribs has been snapped in the landing and has punctured.
We need a healer.
And has punctured her lung.
I noticed this, correct?
Yeah, you see it. You tumble. You're okay. I'm giving it to you. You're okay, but with a 10, you've accidentally hurt
Right.
somebody else.
I reach into my pouch or into my backpack, or I set her down lightly, and I reach into my backpack and grab for potion of healing
Ah,
Amazing.
smart.
Amazing.
and give it to the child.
Okay.
I pop the cap on it and give it to the child.
Yep. And she's half conscious, but you do manage to part her lips and pour it down her throat. And as you do so, visibly in your arms, you can see some color return to her cheeks. She didn't die, but she was dying. And I don't know how the magic works, but she suddenly feels a whole lot better and is not only stabilized, but with that many HP, is 100% good. 100% good.
Petrus,
Here.
Indeed.
Petrus, did you do it? Still holding up.
You're still holding the building.
Yes,
No,
Leo,
not
you can
yet.
let the building down.
I just quickly
Everyone is
try
safe.
to let go and back away as much as I can.
Give me a dexterity saving throw to see if you're able to clear the space as an entire building, soon as you let it go, collapses into rubble.
Serious saving throw, you said?
Dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I have a little thing with dex saves. I don't know if you're gonna count this or not because it's technically not an attack.
Hmm.
But I have advantage on throws against effects that I can see while not blind. Just stuff
Yeah.
that I can see.
You still have advantage on this because essentially the building is trying to attack you in a way. So
In a way, it's trying to attack me.
it's going to do damage if you fail. So yeah, roll with advantage.
Right. Wow, 2 4s and I got a 7. Literally
Wow.
rolled 2 of the same numbers.
Give me a second to try and figure out how much bludgeoning damage a building would do as it comes down on top of you.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Since I was still raging, any like physical attacks that would happen on me while I'm raging, damage of that gets cut in half.
That's so good because it's a whole building. So give me a second to look this up. This is good. This is good, dude.
This is really good.
Plus, I am pretty healthy.
You are. And I still equipped you with the potions and stuff too. So
I just haven't used them yet. Would that be like an 8d8?
let me have a look. I might have to completely homebrew this.
I mean, you're the DM. Anything you homebrew, anything, it's your rules.
Yeah. So okay, it's giving me okay, it's damage occurs at the end of the fall. So
There's a forum for it. Rules and mechanics. There might be something.
I've got so bludgeoning damage is always d6s, so I'm just gonna roll a number. Roll. 36, so half of 36 is 18.
18. I only take 18 damage.
You take 18 bludgeoning damage from a building that catches what half of you, maybe. As it
It's honestly not a
comes in.
lot to me.
That's good. That's good. Amazing.
Let me take this. So we were kind of successful.
That was so much fun.
That was.
It wasn't a battle. It wasn't a battle, but it was still fun.
But it was heroic as fuck. That was great, guys. Well done.
Yes, it was.
The thing is, Leo he's not very heroic. He doesn't like do things out of the goodness of his heart. He just does it to like for the excitement.
So as he's letting the building fall on him,
Not on
help
me, but
I help the little girl up onto her feet, and I search for the boy who tumbled away from me. And bring them to their parents.
The little girl, as she kind of comes to in your arms without thinking, just like in fear and instinct, like grabs you and just like holds you and hugs you. So you've got her like wrapped, her tiny body like wrapped around yours. The parents who have been a bit obscured from what's happening as the building comes down, you just hear them just like wail because they're around the other side and haven't seen what's happened except the building come down. And you...
Ma'am, sir, over here.
Oh my
over
god!
Here.
And like the husband finally lets the wife go and she just beelines for you, and I assume the little boy's kind of, he's a bit older, he's dusted himself off and he's like running to check on his sister, and him and his mum kind of meet you and like family hug. Like she doesn't even like notice you, she just wraps up her kids and you just happen to be there as well. And he like squeezes them so tight and you feel like the power of this woman just
okay.
like
I embrace her.
After the collapse, I just walk out through the smoke, like just having just a little bit of damage done to me. Just go like
a little bit of bruising, but you can't see it because of the fur. And the father's coming up behind, and he comes up and he puts a hand on your shoulder. He's trying to be, he's stoic and unemotional, I guess. I don't know how to play those characters very well, baby. And so he like, puts a hand on the shoulder, and he's like, thank you. And he like taps you on, well, you're bigger than him, so he like taps you on your solid chest. Like, I don't know, is that coming up what men do? I don't know. Thanks, buddy.
It's kind of like a honorary jester of barbarians.
Yeah.
You are welcome.
You're welcome.
And the man goes, we don't see many Leonin and whatever Leonin in
yes.
in our parts, in these parts.
Not from around these parts here, are you?
We don't take kindly. No.
No. Okay. Yes, I have come far from my village, far deep in the south. I've come to go on my own adventures because my only goal is to become the strongest in the world.
The best there ever was.
He goes, well, looking at you, I could believe it. Are you here for the festival?
I was, but I was unfortunate to miss it to a certain partake that was unavoidable.
He was too busy fucking.
Baby, shush!
You're not supposed to say that, so...
Commentary!
I turn back at the house, like that's destroyed now. Maybe during my free time I could possibly help rebuild your home. Because back in Leo's
That's right!
village,
I remember.
Back in Leo's village...
You were a carpenter, right?
Yes, I was a carpenter. I was like a construction worker. I helped build things.
Mm-hmm.
He was a tradie! God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
Maybe during my free time that I have here, I could help rebuild your home. I'm a bit of a builder man myself, as I basically hit a bit on my chest, like...
Well, the guy turns around and points to, like, rubble and destruction and everything around him and goes, well, there's plenty here to rebuild. We could use a hand.
I pry the woman from me and assure her that everything is okay.
And she grabs her
The children
daughter
are fine.
and wraps her around her. Thank you. What is your name?
Beatrice, ma'am.
Datress, I will make sure everyone I know for the rest of my life knows of this heroic deed that you have done today.
Hold on, I help too.
Oh, and you, Fuzzy Man, what is your name?
Fuzzy man.
Fuzzy man.
I am Leo.
Thatcher's just standing there
Call me
laughing.
Leo.
Leo.
uh,
Leo and Datress. Thank you. I don't know what made us
You're welcome.
special. A lot of families have lost a lot of people. But I'm glad our paths
Ma'am.
crossed.
I heard a cry for help, and with what I've been trained to do, I figured I might be able to lend a hand, and I'm glad I came.
Me too.
Yes, you were lucky that we have arrived here at this part of the city. I'm here for a certain reason, but we just happened to come across you and decide, why not try to help as much as we can?
I have a question for either you or your husband. Maybe you might be able to recognize the symbol.
Mm-hmm.
And I show them the symbol on the letter. I say, would you happen to know or have seen this symbol somewhere?
Do you read it out loud to them? What it
I
says?
do.
The-
I read to them. This scroll says, "They are two brothers. However much they run, they do not reach each other. Meet me where. Meet me when you're ready." And then I show them the symbol.
The little boy turns around to his mother and like tugs on her skirt, and she bends down and he goes, "Wheel to wheel." And she goes, "What? Speak up." And he goes, "It's a wheel. It's a riddle. We tell them all the time at school.
You need to go outside. Let's go outside.
It's a wheel, sir.
It's a wheel.
It's a wheel."
It
Wheel.
won't be taking a lot of time, and it won't be.
Thank you, young man.
Basically,
Um,
pat the boy on the head.
Give his hair a
You've
bit of
been
a
a fine
squaffle.
You've been a fine help.
He goes, "I think I want to be a hero when I grow up."
Hey.
Ah, yes, you could be a strong barbarian such as me. Maybe one day
Or you
we
could be a fighter like myself.
Ah, so you never really told me what kind of class you are. So I'm just like, so you are a fighter. You settle a battle, hand-to-hand combat.
Not quite, sir. My battles are well thought out. Most of the time. Can't quite predict everything, but I do my best to think of all possibles.
Maybe once this is all over, you and I could spar one another.
Maybe someday. We'll see.
Man out here playing chess, not checkers.
um. So, would you be able to tell me where a wheel might be in the city? Assuming it would be small or large. Not of a cart wheel. Maybe a set of buildings, or even just a water wheel even might be the type of wheel.
The husband pipes up at this point, and he goes, "You mean the wheel in?"
Okay.
Would you possibly be able to point me in that direction, sir?
Yeah, there's a famous inn, but it's not in Aeloria City. It's about 3 hours walk from the city at a crossroads.
Okay, no.
The Wheel Inn.
Okay.
Oh, you're telling me it is in a different city?
Well, Leo,
The wife has a little
hold your
moment and she's
tongue.
like, how do you know about the Wheel Inn? He's like, shh, shh, don't our woman.
I am glad that we stopped here and was able to help you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Me and my friend here, we will make our way toward the city. Would you happen to have a general direction? North, south, east, or west? Is it
Southeast.
in the direction from the city gates? Southeast?
Southeast.
Thank you.
There's so there's the west gate. There's also a southern
Mhm.
gate behind the palace. To take, and then that road will lead you basically
Okay.
directly to it if you follow the main road until you get to a intersection.
Thank you. Thank you for your information.
Thank you for saving my family.
You're welcome, sir.
You are welcome.
Now, enjoy your day. You will likely see us again, because I too plan on helping in some way, when we return.
And when we return, I will do my very best to help rebuild
misclick.
any broken down houses in this area.
Take your pick. But I look forward to buying you both a beer at some point. Not at the Wheel
Thank you,
Inn.
sir.
He says to his wife, who's just like, I don't remember
Smoldering
you
at
leaving the
him.
city. When did you go?
So I'm like, Leo, let's start heading out. Thank you again for your time. And we start heading our way towards the south end of the city, back across the river to the south gate.
Alrighty, so you're basically gonna go past the palace. So on your way through that area of the city, you and your fellow heroes kind of conveniently converge. As you're all on your way back,
Hey.
we were all kind of traveling southeast to get back to where the palace is. So you all kind of meet up. Let's take a 5-minute break to get drinks, go stretch your legs, get some fresh air, and we'll come back in 5. And then, yeah, you'll all regroup and be able to, in character, catch each other up.
Ah,
By the way, Nymphette, since we're back, I love the way you did the situation with the burning building and like all that. It wasn't even a battle. I
Yeah.
still love it.
I love
oh
it.
yeah, no,
I'm so happy.
it was fun.
Oh,
You want
great.
to tell them
I'm
the
so
origins
glad-
of
I'm
that
so
kitty?
I'm so glad it went out the best way, even with the
So they could see
low
how
acrobatics.
talented you are?
even with the low acrobatics from that roll. But we had the potions.
That's the
Yeah.
point. That's amazing. And the thing I love about a campaign situation as opposed to a one-shot is that you can be like, I'm going to burn through something. Like, I'm going to burn through my rage for the day, or I'm going to burn through my dimension door for the day for the sake of story or whatever, because you do know that at some point you're going to get your rests. Which is cool for me as well, because I haven't DM'd anything but one-shots up until now. So it's actually really fun to see you guys play differently too.
Yeah. I was
Oh,
so
God.
reluctant on playing my rage because you saying I have to keep doing strength throws. And I remember, damn, yes, I have my rage that could give me advantage on those, so I have a better chance. I really want to save it for combat. You basically talked me. You basically talked me into using it.
I didn't really say much. Let's be honest.
I know you didn't say much. I know you didn't say much, but still, I'm so glad I did that because 2 of the rolls I did were pretty low.
Yeah. And it's good storytelling. And then if you've got to adapt and use other things in combat, then Yeah, that's the way it is. Everything will be different.
Oh,
Like, you don't
God.
want every encounter to be the same.
Even
I also
though,
hope you guys enjoyed that encounter because she literally came up with that on the fly. She had
Ooh.
something entirely different planned. No, I'm gonna give her flowers. She had something entirely different planned. You guys went left, which is fine, which is cool. She loves that. But she had to come up with that entire encounter on the spot right then and there. So that whole instance that you guys enjoyed, that I loved watching, she just pulled that out of her butt right then and there in the moment. So give this
like,
DM her
it
flowers
wasn't
for
even in
that.
the pocket.
Nice. Yes.
Very
That's
impressive.
Mhm.
Oh my god. Shut up.
That
No.
that
Oh.
it was good.
Mm.
That
So
was
good.
good.
Definitely good.
I am applauding you.
There you go.
Okay, everyone.
Hmm. Yes, yes. You can blush about it later.
I'm so glad that the rage stat also gives me, so any basically physical damage I get gets cut in half of that.
Oop. No background music?
I'm just switching it up because now well, we'll see what happens, but I just wanted something different. I guess we're leaving the city,
We're
maybe?
But we
we're
have to
meeting
we
each
still have to
other.
meet up with the others.
Yeah, we haven't met each other yet.
Sorry,
Okay.
give me
Just
one more minute. I'm so sorry. Give me just one more minute. I need to do
That's okay.
something really quick.
Go do it quick. Let me see if I can just pop some different music on. There we go.
Okay, it sounds a little bit more sinister. I'm concerned.
Ooh.
A little more ominous.
I realized I didn't change any music before when you guys had the burning building to be like dun 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 dun, dun but that's okay. I still think you felt the stress of the moment, so that's all that matters.
Oh
Mhm.
yes, definitely did.
And I legitimately
sorry.
I had a timer on too. I was like, hey, the building's falling in 5 minutes.
I'm back. I'm sorry. My laptop was running low on battery. I had to go get the charger for it.
Oh, that's
great.
fine.
Ah,
So, you all reconvene. I'm just going to say outside the palace gates, because that's a main thoroughfare of roads. And you're all, two of you are making your way back there, and the other two were passing on by, but you see that your fellow party members are there waiting for you. So,
Okay.
how do you all greet each other after your morning of investigation, shopping, saving the lives of the citizens of Aeloria?
Yeah, one of those kind of outranks the others. But yeah.
we haven't even really
Um,
done any shopping.
I
Well,
mean, I did.
some of us have.
one of us did for sure.
Someone got a crazy bargain.
Mans, I'm sorry.
yeah.
What's
I
how do you pronounce
might.
your? Mans, I'm sorry. How do you pronounce your character's name? I'm so sorry because I don't want to butcher it.
Tyrell.
Irel?
Mhm.
As soon as I see them, I'm just going, Lane, Tyrell, it's good to see you.
Hey
How you
guys.
doing, Leah Gun? What's going on? How y'all doing? Y'all look like shit. Why are y'all covered in soot and dust?
Well, in our search, we didn't quite find what we were looking for, but we did find information on how to get to where we're looking for.
Okay, but
I helped hold up a burning building.
I'm sorry. Did he say a burning building?
Yes, calm down. We had strolled on into the slums, and when I say that this place looked like hell, it literally was. We had smoke billowing into our faces from various pockets from around the street, as buildings in that area are still quite on fire and crumbling to the ground as people scurry about trying to put out the flames.
Surely the
Leo,
guardsmen were there to help and stuff, weren't they?
no,
Oh, that's the thing.
sadly
It
not.
seems like none of the king's men were even sent there to help.
Now, before you run off and rip the king's head off, Leo and I had heard some screaming and calling out for help. Leo couldn't see shit, so I said, "Follow me," and I grabbed him and basically almost ripped his arm off, running him through the street till we found a burning building with
it's so extreme.
right with a woman and her husband crying for help, asking anybody, as they still had children in their home that was burning to the ground and crumbling. Leo held up a beam to hold up the house while I crawled around him into the building, located the children, jumped out the building on the top floor. Not, I didn't quite land gracefully. Had to heal one of the children with a healing potion, but all in
Okay.
all, everyone was fine, aside from some minor scratches and bruises, and everything
Parts of
was
the building
happy.
fell on me.
Oh yeah,
You
that
look
too.
good for a guy who had a building fall on him.
Thank you. I have trained myself to become the strongest.
'Tis but a scratch.
Tis but the flesh wound.
'Tis but a flesh
Tis
wound.
but a flesh wound.
What a flesh wound.
But so after doing so, the I had asked them about what was on my scroll, and they pointed us in the direction of the southwest side of the city, or southeast side of the
Mhm.
city, towards a inn at a crossroads.
Place called the Wheel Inn.
Yes. And so,
The wheel in.
yes,
Okay.
the Wheel Inn. We are headed that way now. How about you guys? Are you guys done already with your, with the
Oh
Mages
yeah.
Guild and the library? Did you find anything out?
That reminds me, and I reach into my bag and I give. Forgot your character's name already. I apologize.
Which one? Which one?
Geithman.
Beatrice.
Datris. I give
Mhm.
you a necklace.
Okay.
Oh, I wanted the necklace.
Ooh, I don't have quite Arcana, but can I take the necklace in hand. Do I find anything out about it?
Yeah. Don't look
Do
at
you
me.
have to roll now?
I don't even know what it is.
You can roll an
Okay.
Arcana check on it. I know that there are cantrips that can be used to identify items.
Oh,
But
wait.
just as
Wait. I have something. Remembered. I have. Wait, let me find it. Because I think it might. Exactly what we need.
He actually does.
I have magic awareness.
Mm-hmm.
As an action, I can open my awareness to the presence of concentrated magic, so I can know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet, isn't behind total cover, and when I sense the spell, I learn which school of magic it belongs to.
do you learn the spell itself?
It says when I sense a spell, I learn which school of magic it belongs to. Like, what would that imply?
What school of magic it is, literally.
Yeah.
So you
That's
know
it.
how
Whether it's destruction or
lightning
or like
whatever they are.
or
assistance.
No.
those kind of things.
No. The schools of magic. Hold on. Let me
Well, this will
pull up
depend.
another
Let's
page
take a
real
quick
quick.
look.
That's if the page even wants to load.
Okay then.
Okay.
Object. Abjuration, conjuration, divination, enchantment, evocation, illusion, necromancy, and transmutation. So he'll know if it's from one of those schools, depending on whatever you've assigned to the necklace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So who is
I mean, I'm the one using
Datris
it.
has the necklace, but but
Mhm.
Leo is the one identifying it. Leo, in your identification, I need you to roll me a d20. Just straight.
D20. Straight D20. Okay.
Mhm.
Hopefully it's good.
No,
Wait,
no
show
adding or
it.
anything. Just a d20.
7.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay.
Oh, that's a nice breakdown.
Hmm?
No, I'm just looking at abjuration, protect stuff. Illusion, make people see stuff. Enchantment, make things do stuff. Divination, know all the stuffs. Evocation, destroy stuff. Transmutation, change stuff into other stuff. Necromancy, do creepy stuff. And conjuration, make stuff appear.
Hmm.
If you need a breakdown.
Okay, it comes from this item has magic that comes from the school of abjuration.
Abjuration.
Mhm.
Sorry, man. What was abjuration again?
Protect stuff.
Protect stuff. Okay. I'm not
Okay.
entirely sure what the necklace is implied to do, but I think its purpose is of protection of some kind.
Well, that's pretty sweet.
Datris, you can roll your. Did you roll an Arcana check to see if you can identify anything further?
I am about to.
Mm-hmm.
16.
All right, that is the bottom, so that's good. You know, obviously, this to be a magical necklace. It has 6 magic beads that dangle from it.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you remove a magic bead, you can cast Lesser Restoration as a spell.
Oh, okay. That's pretty sweet.
So as soon as you pull
Actually.
it, you cast it, and then it becomes non-magical. So if you
Okay.
want to add a necklace of prayer beads to your inventory, and again, you kind of sense that this item has magic, but you haven't harnessed it yet, meaning it will require attunement.
Would this fall under rings or armor?
Maybe other?
Hmm.
It's a magic item.
Because
Okay.
So is there a
I mean,
magic?
because if it falls under armor, I don't want it.
It's not armor. It's definitely a magic item. A necklace of prayer beads. So when you rolled your d20 to identify it, there's a table, and depending on what you roll, that's what kind of spell the beads are. So because you rolled a 7, you got a bead of curing, which meant either cure wounds or lesser restoration, and I just
Hey,
chose lesser restoration as DM power.
honestly, that's honestly a pretty good spell for either the both of us who don't really use spells.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm trying to find it. You said it's what is it called again?
Necklace of prayer beads.
You looking that up?
So yeah, make
It's
sure
not
everybody's
showing up in
put-
inventory.
Yeah, there's shit in their inventory. Let me have a look for you. Anyways, Tyrell, do you want to keep dishing out items
Yeah.
while Datris plays with his necklace?
So, and to Leogun, I don't know, I just found a cool image. And to Leogun, I give him the bag filled with the random beans that may or may not be landmines or whatever.
Ah, there it is.
So in character, I'm like, and to Leogun, you look like a big guy, you can hold a lot of stuff. Here you go.
Hmm.
I give that to him. And
What would be such a dumb thing is if Leo would be dumb enough, is be like, oh, beans, they're good for protein, and just grabs a handful and eats them. That would be such a dumb thing, but Leo's not that
is
dumb.
that what you do? Okay.
Leo is not an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
He's not an idiot.
What
So
I'm gonna
Leo,
do?
add a bag of beans to your inventory, and I need you to roll me 3d4s to determine how many beans are in your bag.
Okay, hold on. How do I add this item?
Okay, so you go to your
hold on,
inventory.
is the bag of beans an actual item?
Yeah, these are all actual D&D items. So go to
Yeah,
manage
yeah. I thought
inventory.
Okay, I see. I
Um,
see bag of beans.
That's the one.
Yep.
Add
I'm
it
going
to my
to.
inventory. And you said how many
Roll me
These-
3d4s.
3d4s? Okay.
Mhm.
2, 3. Ten.
You have 10 beans.
Are they like regular beans size? Like they're really small.
They look like regular beans.
It's kind of weird. 'Cause
No, Diablo, they're not senzu beans.
Sensu beans. We wouldn't even know what sensu beans are.
Mm-hmm.
Show up there? No, it doesn't. Okay.
So if you
Alright.
look at the item with the beans, you can remove a bean and plant it, and I will determine an effect. Or you can throw the beans and do damage. So
Weird. I was imagining the bag was like really big, not like super big, but like I would say like this big, and it was just full of like hundreds of beans.
say this big.
Okay, yeah. Which is it would just be just small enough the palm of Leo's hands.
Datris, what were you saying? Excuse me.
I was saying that I was gonna add a note to the necklace, but it doesn't let me. I was
Okay.
just gonna say it's for lesser restoration only, or at least
That's
at
right.
this time.
I'll remember that. And you have 6 at the moment.
Actually, oh, now that I think about it, I could just go straight into notes.
Tyrell.
And lastly, I give the lantern to the one and only Delane.
Ooh, a lantern.
Mm-hmm.
You get a lantern of revealing. So chuck that in your inventory.
I can reveal my dark humor.
Yeah.
I have such a messed up joke for that, but I'm not gonna say it because we're recording.
Oh Jesus! Now I really want to know what it's gonna be.
You can tell us at the end when I stop it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay,
I saved it in my
Um,
character notes that it's only that.
I'm looking through the magic beans that what they could possibly do. I'm seeing so much that could do good things, but also bad things.
I know, and guess who gets to roll? Me. Anyways,
Oh, great.
Tyrell, you dish out these items. Is there anything else that you do?
I basically I keep the lucky stone to myself. Is attunement something I could do while I'm doing other things, or do I need to sit there and like dedicate time to do it? Because I want to attune to the lucky stone.
Yeah, it's like a period of concentration, like meditation with an object. So I think you could do it during a short rest,
Cool.
but not during conversation or during.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I
So
just
like
keep the
during a
lucky
short
stone in my
rest.
pocket.
So like during a rest.
That's basically what she said. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep that in my pocket and reveal everything that I learned. I tell them about how the Fire Festival might have drawn the dragon through their process of trying to draw this elemental. And it might be a way for us to trigger another dragon attack but this time at a place of our choosing.
Oh.
Maybe once we find out more information about these elementals and how they work, we could then enact the ritual, but have the dragon appear where we want it to appear, and we could spring a trap.
That's a possibility we could attempt at some point.
Yeah.
I
Also,
mean,
magic weapons are the way to kill this thing. So,
oh,
and if we have, I'm good with my pack weapons, but I'm hoping Delane, having gone to the Mages Guild, might have something for us on that front.
Yes, they did give me a couple things. I have bottles of fire resistance for all of us.
Okay.
sweet.
I thought it was
That's-
2.
Very useful.
Or- Was it just? Oh well, it just.
You
I
got-
guess I just got.
More, you got potions of greater healing
Oh,
for everyone.
Oh,
but
he
you've
get-
only got 2
oh.
fire resistance potions.
oh. So I got 2 fire resistance and some potions of greater healing for us.
Well, when it comes to fire resistance, I don't need it. So one of you take it.
I shall take it.
Yeah, I would assume the kitty cat over here could burn a lot easier than I could. I have to, Leo. It's you know,
Just basically
you're just so
staring
fluffy.
You. I'm just basically staring at you.
Yeah. Burning fur don't smell that good, bro. Just
Love it.
saying.
I love it.
And
Caught my fur on fire
Delane,
a bunch of times, and it always
Delane-
regrows.
I would suggest that you hold on to that. I could use it, but I don't know if I would need it right now.
I can hold on to it for now.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So, where do you guys think we should go now?
Is there anything? Is there anything else, Delane? That I don't know. Could they have given us any more help than just 2 fire resist potions?
No, not to my knowledge. The guy was really, really grumpy about it.
Okay.
Actually, come to think about it, where were all the mages during a dragon attack? You'd figure they'd be on the front line throwing spells or
Right.
something.
At the very least.
Yeah, apparently the king didn't mention anything to the head mage, so he was kind of pissed off about that. So they didn't know about any of this either, but they probably could have dimension door to the dragon site. So I don't know, maybe they just got lazy.
This king is really becoming my most favorite person in this whole kingdom.
Right.
I agree with you.
But okay.
My thought is he probably had them port to him to protect his sorry ass.
Yeah, probably.
But
And-
I would say that I would say before we leave the city, we should maybe, at least some of us with what we have, upgrade our gear maybe, and none of my weapons are magical by any means.
I may say something.
Yes, Leo?
During my times of battle, when I go into my relentless rage, there are times where I feel this magic that wells within me. Magic that happens is mostly at random at times. One time, during my relentless rage, I felt magic power within my weapon. One time I even threw it, my great hammer, at an opponent. And it's hit. My hammer, how teleported back into my hands, as if it were a magic weapon itself.
Well, that's interesting.
And that's not a lie, because one of my
Try to
the
keep it in game
barbarian-
as much as possible. So tell the story through your character, and then don't provide the context. Let your players learn about you. So you're revealing this story. You don't have to then talk about it. It's actually true. Let the characters interact with you
sorry,
about your story.
I just wanted to be sure that you wouldn't think this is I'm making this up.
She could see our character sheets. She knows what's there.
Okay, yeah.
There's every roll, everything you say could easily be checked on your character sheet.
If someone doesn't
Okay.
believe you, they'll roll an insight check on you, and then you'll have to reveal if it's the truth or not,
Well,
So,
yeah,
yeah.
it is the truth.
Okay.
Okay. So go into your story if you have it.
So yeah, there was one time where I was put into battle against another great barbarian. Fought in combat, and during one of my relentless rages, I felt so angry that I threw my great warhammer at his head. And once it made contact with him, my hammer suddenly disappeared from my sight and returned to my grasp.
Sounds magic to me.
Yeah.
So okay.
I mean, maybe could you have you tested it out? Does it work on just tossing it and then it reappears in your hand, or?
Seems to be one of my relentless rage. There was another time where I should have opened it up. Give me 1 second. Where is it? Come on, I know it's here. Okay, yeah. There was one time where an opponent that I was in another type of combat, and when I got into my deep rage, I wanted to go right to where he was, but between us was a big gap that not even I could possibly leap to.
So what did you do?
Sudden, during my rage, as I tried to run and possibly make that jump, I somehow teleported across from that gap right into my opponent as I laid my hammer down into his chest.
So the guy died.
Damn.
Damn, that was
I
impressive.
mean, that's impressive as hell.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
Wait a minute. Didn't you guys go have to... Wait, I just remembered. Weren't you guys supposed to go be dealing with assassins?
yes, but we did not find where they are. We found a location where they could be.
So a young little boy was able to help us find the answer to that riddle in that scroll.
Yeah, apparently they tell it in their school. I would not have expected that, but it's so basically the interlocking circles are wheels, and the father upon hearing this said, "Oh, that's the wheel in."
Wheel in.
The wheel in?
Yeah.
Wheeling.
And yeah. Yeah.
Good job, Kitty.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
And
have
upon
fun with
further
names.
inquiry, the man told us where it was located, and it's located south of the city, or southeast of the city, at a crossroads. And so if we take the main road south, the first crossroads we come across, it will be there. This is what I was told by this man after saving his 2 young children from dying in a burning building.
Casually, like, yeah, I saved your kids. You owe me your kids' life. Anyway. Right, so what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Okay, so we got two people with magical weapons.
Well, magical weapons, because like I said, sorry. Possible that my weapon could become magical. Like I have said before, it is mostly at random.
It's still better than not having
It's-
anything at all.
Right. I mean, we have all this gold on us. I mean, we could do something to maybe help us a little
Ooh.
further.
Maybe
Oh,
see
you
if we
have-
could
you
buy a
have plenty
magical
of
weapon
gold?
somewhere.
I may have spent
Possibly.
I may have spent all my gold already.
Spent all your gold. It was 100 gold pieces. What on earth could you have spent it on?
I was gambling. I
Oh.
lost it all.
Oh God.
Oh gosh.
And one of us do an insight check.
Would you though? You can. Would you
I mean,
think she was lying? Because I know you're metagaming somewhat now.
What about
Leo
that
is-
situation made you think that she was lying?
Yeah.
Leo is pretty
Yeah, I mean-
observant when it comes to like talking with women. So
Oh
would basi-
my God.
so so like in a conversation, he
Hmm.
would try to focus on like their facial expressions and all that. So
I'm just
I
gonna
will
back
do.
away, and I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all want to do.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll just do an insight check.
Taro, you want to go into the city and maybe look for some things? Because I could also
Yeah,
use
let's go.
another weapon.
Let's go in the city and get as far away from this as possible. I'm gonna just go
Yeah.
with my buddy
Well, like
and
four, I believe
go
her.
buy some shit.
Yep.
Okay, so he rolled
We're
a
s-
4 on his insight
believe
check.
her.
No, you don't,
Believe
because
her.
you no. I mean, you do, but the fact that you questioned it is a thing as
Hmm.
well. So
Would just go like, are
With
you
a
sure
4.
you did it at gambling?
with a 4, Delane, you notice that he's observing you. So you believe that it's truthful, but Delane, with a 4, you notice.
I don't do anything out of the ordinary from what I would do.
Okay. So
I got my poker face on.
okay, so 2 of you have started to walk away during this
Mhm.
interaction. Well, with a 4, maybe you all kind of notice, but 2 of you have definitely read the room and you're walking away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going
Because
to
we kind of know what kind of character Delane is more than we know what.
I mean,
well,
yeah, we literally saw her grift. We literally saw her grift somebody, and we've been talking to her, so we know. So
well, not that we saw her. She told us about it.
yeah, there you go, even better. She straight up told us she grifted some poor lady whose cat died of spontaneous combustion, apparently.
Right.
So yes.
Yeah, the fur ball turning into a fireball.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
the
we
sake
kind of
of-
know what Delane's character is like and what possibly could be there.
Mhm.
So,
to be frank,
but we-
even whether she did or whether she didn't, we don't care. Delene's gonna do what Delene's gonna do. That's
we've
it.
seen that. Yeah.
We've seen that, so we don't care.
Okay, so for the sake of time, I'm going to say that you guys make your way to the closest blacksmith armorer in the area. It's going to be on the southern side of the city, so it's going to be more of the well-to-do area, so it's not decimated like the shops probably on the south side would be found to be. So there's a fully functioning, blacksmith armorer out by the castle, and we'll just say that you're there for the sake of not really having to spend time walking through the city.
Right.
Yeah, it's an open shop front, no front door, very traditional in its blacksmithiness. There is a dragonborn dude, let's say, covered in
Color is the Dragonborn.
copper.
Okay.
Yep, and he's
Okay, so
he's smithing, and he walks in and sees you all, and goes, "Good afternoon. How can I help you?"
would you happen to have any magical weapons we could possibly buy? We're going to slay a magical creature that just ravaged the town with its fiery blaze.
Oh, you're the heroes here to hunt the dragon.
Yes, sir.
That's us.
Okay. Mates rates it is. I don't have weapons good to go, but I can enhance yours.
That's perfect. Here's my longsword. If you could,
So,
how much would it be?
typically to imbue a magic item or a regular item as magic, I charge about 300 gold. For you, 150, half price.
Oh.
I step in and I ask. I basically say to him, yeah, okay. I basically say to him, come now, surely you could do better than that. We're going to be the one. You see the devastation that the dragon has wrought? People in the street dying, buildings on fire. We're the ones who have been tasked by the king, to come and help with the matter. Listen,
Don't you want
I'll
to
tell you what.
see the city back up on its feet in no fear of a dragon attack?
Exactly.
Yes, if we are to accomplish our task, we must get such advancement to our equipment as possible.
Listen, you got
I-
4 adventurers here, okay?
I-
4.
If you
Yeah, 4.
to possibly reduce the cost, I do have experience with tinkering tools and smithing tools.
Well, this is what I'm saying. And you're not going to be just doing a single sale here. We all need equipment. You'll be getting a batch deal in one time. How about this?
And I-
If you
Okay.
take that
I
down,
could even
How
help.
many weapons am I imbuing? I'll give you a discount as heroes, and then I will give you a discount as a package.
Ooh,
Present your items. Who's
who's first?
I bring out my warhammer from my back.
a sword, a warhammer,
And I pull out my great sword
a great
and I
sword.
lay it on the desk.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Elaine, you have anything you want to imbue?
No, I'm all good on magic stuff right now. I got my own
Got a secret.
wonderful. I got my own wonderful tarot deck.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
There you go. 3 items in one shot. Bulk billing? Just saying.
Okay. Bulk billing 3 items, usually charge 300, drop to 150 for 3 items, 300 gold. I will imbue them all with magic. That's
100 each.
100 gold pieces each.
Are you sure you can't go any lower for us? I mean, we
Yeah.
are going out to fight a dragon for the kingdom. We could use
Let
all the
me
help.
let me try to persuade him to go down. I counter and I say, hey, look, 80.
Do it with advantage because everyone's helping you.
There we go.
Yes.
Bad.
Woo!
What'd you get?
27.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not making much profit on this at all now, but okay. 200 gold pieces. And you are basically getting this at cost now. for 3 items
Just
to
take-
be imbued with magic.
As I said, I can help.
You can help me do this quickly. Cut the time in
Yes.
half. That'd be great.
Cool.
'Cause otherwise, we'll
I
be
stick
here
out
for a
my
couple
hand.
hours.
I stick out my
mean-
hand and I shake.
During that time, that is an
Sounds like a
opportunity
deal.
to get a short rest.
All right, I will say it takes 30 minutes. 30 minutes with Datris helping him to imbue these weapons with magic, taking this blacksmith artisan's direction. You now all have +1. So +1 greatsword, +1 longsword, and +1 warhammer, which means they are
Hammer.
now magical weapons plus a +1. There you go.
Let me change this now.
Beautiful. And you've all had a short rest, so if that does anything for your character... Except for,
Alright.
sorry, Datris, you didn't get a short rest. You were working the whole time. Sorry.
Right. I
But it
didn't really
managed in
use
30
any
minutes.
skills or anything.
Yeah, he
Right.
didn't really get hurt.
So when editing or when customizing the weapon,
Mhm.
where do I add the +1 to it?
So you can actually remove that item from your inventory and then just equip yourself a +1 longsword. And then that
Okay.
means that D&D Beyond will automatically calculate the +1 into your attack rolls.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Mm-hmm. You guys, that is a fucking bargain. You have no idea. I've looked it up. It's like 500 gold coins for a longsword that I already reduced to 300. And then you guys got it for 200 divided by 3.
What I was gonna do in case that didn't work.
I was gonna try and
possibly
intimidate him.
I was gonna try to basically possibly offer him one of the beans. I was gonna say one of these beans will possibly great magic and assistance with you.
You're gonna be like one of those people like, I will offer you this or the mystery box.
That's right,
Yeah,
or a magical
basically.
bean. The guy be like,
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Nah.
I'm basically the person who gave Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk the magic beans.
you got magic beans. Okay. Jen, I want to check quickly. You've got to go to work in 40 minutes.
I got another half an hour before I have to actually leave.
Okay.
Okay.
So I can stay for it just a little bit longer, but I will have to leave shortly because I do have to.
Oh, I don't want to continue without you. That's all. So,
Because
Yeah.
I should actually be giving my dad a call real fast, so I might need to leave very soon.
no,
This is
that's...
actually a very good point for us to stop as well.
I was gonna
So.
say, so you guys are
Yeah,
equipped
yeah.
and ready to leave Aeloria City, and that might be where we leave it at today, and then come back tomorrow. Not tomorrow, next week. Tomorrow would be cool though, to continue
it
your
would be
adventure
cool.
beyond the city gates.
Sounds good.
Works for me.
Hi.
Cool.
All right.
How's everybody feeling?
Oh, I'm so
Good.
excited.
Great.
Oh, that
I
was
I-
a fun session.
I have
Was.
That's
such
pretty
big
good.
I have such big plans for that one fireball.
Oh my god.
What,
As soon-
what are you gonna? I just have to inquiry. Are you gonna have Leo try to rip or pry open the dragon's asshole and just shove it up there?
That would be
I-
hilarious.
Bean?
I was
Bean?
Fireball and bean!
I may and may not be listening to the voice in the head.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Can't wait to see that come to fruition.
I didn't get a chance to use
Yeah.
it much this session.
Mm-mm.
Next session, though.
Love it.
Alright.
Okay, well, we didn't need to use Roll20
Alright.
today.
We didn't.
No.
Mm, that's okay.
I get the feeling we will
Next
next time, though.
Maybe.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
I have a feeling of it too.
That was so much fun. Thank you, everyone.